Hello everyone, how's everyone doing this morning? Are we all doing good? I mean, I'm sure no one's doing good after I played Iris. Go, go, dolls for everyone. How's everyone doing this morning? Are we all doing good? I was fine up until that PTSD anthem. The awful one. Well,
Thanks,
I
Olivia.
just thought I might, give you all some trauma. I still love that song regardless. He could never ruin it for me. Well, it was 5 to 7 business days long. Aiden feels bullied. Oh no. Yes, we went to fucking hell. Ultra Beat, Robin, bit of Lady Sovereign. The awful man. You would as well, wouldn't you? And then we finished the song portion with a bit of Iris. You feel alarmed and distressed. Well, I thought, told you I could be petty. Uh, I'm sending a full bag of dog eggs to your house. Well, I mean, you know, y'all love me really. Y'all love me really. Oh, God. Oh, I'm just laughing at that now. Um, but yeah. Naughty corner for you. You gotta have chaos somewhere. I told you I'm a chaos demon, really. Um, go and think about what you've done. I apologise. No, I'm not apologising for that. Um, so I will turn around and say the awful one. Um, so I will turn around and say that apparently I shouldn't turn around and say things, by the way, because so obviously I took yesterday off, which was the second, okay? But we was live on the first, and I turned around and said that he um, wasn't live on the 31st, I believe. Wasn't like really live on the 31st. Well, were they live in the morning of the 31st? It's hard to keep up with days. Basically, they weren't live for a bit. They weren't live during the day. I think they were maybe live in the morning. Yeah, I think they were live on the morning of the 31st, but didn't go live during the day. So on the first, I turned around and said, "Oh, they haven't been live." Um, and I was like, "Oh, maybe they'll take today off." I don't know. That trauma has wiped my mind in concepts of time. The other one. So I was like, "Oh, so they probably won't go live." I came. No, 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 no. Okay, so no, wait, no. I'm getting confused. So I'm getting confused. It's okay. My mind is a jumbled ball of confusion. So no, they were live on the 31st. So they were live on the 31st. This is what I'm getting confused. They were live on the 31st. I went live on the 1st, and then yeah, I went live on the 1st. Um, Basically, I turned around. The crux of the fucking thing, I turned around and said that they hadn't been live. Um, it's because I've taken a day off, and that confuses me. So basically, the last live, I turned around and said, "Oh, he hasn't been live," and I was like, "Oh, they probably won't be live." Um, and all of a sudden, because we were covering other people like Marcus M's, CLA, and other people, right? But at the beginning of that live, I turned around and said, "Oh, he probably won't be live." Then maybe taking like a day or two off. an hour after I finished that fucking live stream, an hour after I finished, he went live. I was like, really? Seriously? For fuck's sake. Are you kidding me? Ugh. Fucking, are you kidding me? I was like, ugh. Honestly. Because yes, they did go live on the 31st. That was when the T-slur was said. Because they were live on the 31st in the morning. And that's when they said the T-slur. Which, by the way, I don't know whether he conceptualized this. Do you guys know what the 31st of March is? Does anybody know what the 31st of March is? What day it is? Those in the trans community would know. Those in the LGBT plus community would know. Yep. Trans Awareness Day. Lazy Daisy says my birthday. Well, I hope you had a good birthday, Lazy Daisy. But it's your daughter's birthday. Nice, Laura. But yes, Trans Awareness Day. So, I find it very ironic that he would say the T-slur literally on the day of Trans Day of Visibility. But you know, I didn't say it at the time, but I kind of think that he may have got called out on the 31st for that, behind the scenes, and also in somebody else's live stream as well. Because, right, yeah, I know, Eden. Because they didn't go live after that. So I think they may have got called out because they didn't go live after that live stream, and then they came live on again a day or so after.
Thanks for the gift.
Thank you for those who they then posted about that. Well, you know, fascinating, isn't it? Thank you for the Go Popular painting. I found that fascinating.
Thanks for the gift.
But so that's fine. I didn't want to do that. And why is that done like that? Usually. Okay, that's weird. It's than that. So, I need. Is it that one? Am I gonna have to fucking read it? Oh, it's not perfect, but it'll do. It's not brilliant, but it'll do. So, we have two videos from The Observer. We love The Observer up in here. So he got called out. He got called out. Is it not right? But it's okay. Well, yeah, this is what, yeah, The Observer is amazing. So he got called out on live stream for saying the T-slur. He explains, this is a whole fucking bunch of mess. A whole bunch of mess. The Scottish woman, didn't it? All hail The Observer. Yes, all hail The Observer. I wonder what outfit, if I turn The Observer into one of my raccoon army, what would The Observer be wearing? Because we've got the steampunk top hat for Mr. Raccoon. What did you say? Oh, so yeah. I'm wondering what. Oh, a detective hat. Oh, yeah, we can give the detective hat to The Observer. Ooh, yeah. We'll give the detective hat. I'm just going to create a raccoon army. We got the awful one. We got the observer. We got Mr. Raccoon. I'm just going to create like an army. They're a Sherlock Holmes type person. Yes, yeah. Yeah.
To give you more views.
Oh my god, why is it? It's quiet for me. I don't know how loud this is for you guys, but it's quiet for me.
And money, let's see, exactly.
They really need to speak up into their mic, or am I just going deaf? Oh, you want one too, Carla? Just don't make. Nah, we won't have green. We won't have green. I love Carla's videos. Carla, you make me laugh. No, it is very quiet. Yeah, it's quiet for me.
Fucking milk it, do you know what I mean?
Oh, there we go. Now I can fucking hear them, unfortunately. Now I can hear them. He doesn't even like themselves properly. How are we going to use mics? Well, the thing is, Sticky, they have a fucking mic, so it drives me nuts. JJ, oh god. Trouble's in the house. JJ's here.
Thanks for the gift.
Y'all. Thank you, JJ. Hey, Donna, hello. That jumped on me, sorry. They're too lazy to use any of that stuff. I mean, yeah, but I'm always worried about my audio. Thank you for sharing, Fox. I'm always worried about my audio. Hey, Lise.
If the anti-trans people are on here, they can pay by watching me.
So I have no clue what went on last night. That was not my fault. No, I blame Georgia. Georgia's the one that fired up the live. The live stream last night was interesting. Basically, Georgia fired up a live. They were trying to. I think Georgia just fired up the live to cause chaos. Oh, it started in Quirky's live. Oh, that's where it started. It started in Quirky's. So I don't know where it started. I just know that Georgia's live was interesting. But when it comes to this with E, we're not transphobic, E, but when you're watching them on Kick, they do get paid. They do get money for the views. Yeah, and then Quirky got really uncomfortable. Wasn't fair on her. Yeah, I get that. Good morning, Victoria. How are you? I'm doing good. I hope you are too. Yeah, I get that. Morning, Em. But yeah, so
Thanks
yeah,
for the gift.
we're not transphobic, E. We just call you out for your bad behaviour. And again, watering down transphobia.
That's how it is. To fund my transition. Now that is what we call using the resources.
You mean the non-transphobia? No, hang on, let me rephrase that. You mean the non-transition that you've been trying to scam people for transitioning for how many years? All right. What have I missed with this wrong one being at work? They're going on about transitioning. There's a lot. We've only just started, Victoria, so. But they do get paid through Kiki for the views. That's the reason why all of them are moving over to Kick, because they get paid for views. As in people watching the live.
And that.
The way that you can hear when they are combing their hair, that hair is fucking fried to shit. That hair is fried to high hell. And also get more money if their audience engage with them, like commenting. Yeah, they do. Basically, he has started the whole transitioning storyline again because he's got new viewers. Yes, they have, yeah. Raking their hair more, like, yeah, the hair is fried, like, oh. And he sees an opportunity to make big money again. Yes, they do, yeah. That's what this is all about. It's all about the money. Which We'll get into the nail thing. I don't think I got any videos for that though, about how the nails look. But funny how, all of a sudden he's got money to spend on nails. Not saving up for your transition, are you? No, we're just gonna go and spend it on fucking nails. Wow.
Is what we call marketing.
Yeah, socially transitioning. Marketing. I wouldn't necessarily say that that's good marketing though, in the slightest. But if you want to get hate, then you're going about it the right way. Yeah, but don't go to the hairdressers for their hair. Yeah, I know. Yeah, it's Easter holiday for the kids. Yeah.
I know. How's the transition going? Well, I'm waiting for that amount of money to basically start the pathway. It's not that much, which is good, because obviously I'm already on record. So when I get paid, I'm literally just putting that money in to Gender GP.
Right. We're going to Gender GP. Pay very close attention to how this is said.
Because I'm going with Gender GP again. And I'm going to hopefully just get that prescription running up. So I've already had my consultation before, so that's already done.
That is not how that works. That is not how any of that works. E knows that. He really thinks that they're just gonna be like, I'm gonna pay, and that's how the hormones. They're doing the Gender GP scam all over again. That's what they really believe.
Thanks for the gift.
They really believe that they're just gonna pay this money and they'll get hormones. And they're doing the setup. They're doing the setup again. They're going to have to go for the consultation again. And remember the clip where they turn around and say they don't have a gender dysphoria diagnosis. They're the ones that said that to another gender clinic. So how? It's this. Their argument here falls apart. Thank you, Emma. Are you just seeing those nails? I thought you just sent me the nails. Amazing how he's talking about transitioning while the kids are up. He knows what they're doing. Yes, Welshie, they do. They know exactly what they're doing here. This argument falls apart because we know that they've said to a gender clinic that they don't have a gender dysphoria diagnosis. But if they don't have the gender dysphoria diagnosis, how did they have the consultation before? The mental gymnastics that Alpub is going with doesn't make sense. None of this makes any sense even if you think about it for more than 5 minutes. Unfortunately, enough people are aware of their past actions that they won't give to them. Yeah. Doesn't he need consult, blood tests, etc.? Yes, Luke, they do. And it costs a lot of money because Gender GP is a private clinic. It's not through the NHS. It's a private clinic and the price is a lot. And that's the reason why they're doing this. They're setting up the Gender GP scam again. So they'll say, I paid Gender GP this amount of money. No, they didn't. They're just trying to get the money in. They'll go and spend it on takeaways, nails, perfumes, alcohol. That's what they'll spend the money on. But they'll say, oh, I sent it to Gender GP. Because we've seen the emails as well where they haven't paid Gender GP. Gender GP is waiting for the money. They're setting it up again. They're setting up that diagnosis. They're setting up the. You don't need a gender dysphoria diagnosis for Gender GP. Okay, Lady Far. But that's what they're setting this up for. JJ. I hope someone tells you. Yeah, Gender GP have been informed, I believe.
I just need to be put back into the system as a member, and then my prescription should come right in.
But that's what they believe. Alphabet fully believes that they're just going to get hormones like that. They believe that they're just going to get hormones like that. Because they believe that they're going to have to go through the... They're going to have to go through the consultation system again. They're going to have to go through that again, because that was years ago. That was years ago. Alpha was also going to have to go through a drug test and blood tests. They're going to have to go through that all over again. And the thing is that they're going to have to pay for that. So at the end of the day, this is the reason why I say this is another scam. Wouldn't surprise me if Wazzle Gromage shuts up a new GoFundMe for Gender GP. Wouldn't surprise me either. Would they not tell that he thinks he should go away? Will for one. He would also need to declare if he's on other medication like social media. Yes, Emily, they would. They'd need to declare all of that. They'd need to declare all the medication that they're on, their lifestyle habits, everything. Everything. Also, E has dragged them through the mud. Why would they risk taking E back? That I can't... That I couldn't tell you. You know, that... I'm not Gender GP. I'm not Gender GP with that, so...
Shane says, hard not being a trans person in this day and age. Trans people are supposed to make money and get jobs with companies that are pro-trans. Some people don't have that privilege, just say and try to live and get money. Yeah, exactly. We're all here just trying to fucking live. Do you know what I mean? We're all here to live. And that's how it is.
No, Kik isn't new. Kik isn't a new app. Kik has been around for ages. It's just the fact that some of these begs on TikTok have discovered Kik. They've just discovered Kik. And they're all going over there because it pays more and they can get away with a lot more on Kik.
And if you want to know who...
And about... when he's talking about he just wants to exist. Well, so does every other trans person. But you are causing a lot of issues for the trans community. And when the person was talking about jobs and things like that, you don't want to get a job. Otherwise, you would do it. You don't want to. You want to survive. You want to do a social media job, which is fine and fair. But the damage that you've done is making it hard for you to do that. People are already asking how they can donate. Oh, God. Did E see that CLA is on Kik now? E copies everything for the time. Yes, that's what happened. E saw that CLA was doing it. And he's saying that TikTok is run by the far right, but isn't Kik also? I don't know who runs Kik. I thought it was for mainly gamers. Yeah, Kik was. But yeah, Kik was mainly used for gamers. But of course, Drugs of Society go to other apps that they you know. HS TikTok is on Kik. Says it all. I mean, didn't he get arrested though? Kik and Twitch were famous for being a gaming platform. Yeah, I think they were. I know Twitch was, yeah, but then obviously Dregs of Society try and go to other apps because, you know, they can't, they get, but why does Alphabet think that TikTok is run by the far right? Is it because Oracle owns TikTok? I believe it's 13, Victoria. I believe just like every other app, it will be 13. It does boil down to money. It boils down to money for all of them. Oracle owns the data hosting for USA customers. Yeah. Yeah, he will get all the kids in there, yeah. No, Oracle doesn't own TikTok. No, I know Oracle doesn't own TikTok. But I'm just trying to work out why he thinks that TikTok owns far right owns TikTok. He thinks if anyone dislikes them, they're far right. Yeah, which is, I know that. Which again, that is wild to go to. Grown-ups don't know about Kick. I didn't. I mean, I knew of Kick. I just don't use it. Have you seen the Cats video he posted? Pezza posted it. No, Victoria, I haven't. I don't think I've seen that one. Yesterday was World Autism Day, and he didn't make it about. And he didn't make it about themselves. Yeah, I know. I don't think I saw he posted about it at all. Yeah, it was World Autism Day yesterday. It was. He is wild though. Let's face it. I mean, he is. I feel like I'm getting down with the youngins with all these social media. There's way too many, Emma. There's way too many fucking social media apps. There was Day of Trans Visibility. I don't think he posted anything about that either. I didn't see anything that he posted about it, but then again, I don't follow it on most apps, so.
Who's the real anti-trans people is the fucking government, alright?
Does that include the Green Party then? Does that include the Green Party that you... The cat's so bored in that shooting. Yeah, I know. Sorry. Does that include the Green Party? I remember the days of Bebo. God, yeah. Bebo, MySpace. God, those were days. Those were times to be alive, MSN. But yeah, do you remember? Yeah, behavioural problems incoming. Do you mean the Green Party as well then? Because the Green Party's government. You see, this is where your logic falls apart. Because the Green Party is also part of government. So by making blanket statements like, oh, the government is anti-trans, that includes the Green Party. That includes the Green Party then, because the Green Party is an establishment of the government. So you've just turned around and said that all Green Party members and all Green Party people that follow the Green Party are anti-trans. And we know that's not true. They support things and people that hate people like... Yeah, exactly, Victoria, yeah, exactly. Alphabet supports things that donate money to the war that Alphabet talks about, to anti-trans bills. So, again, you can't make blanket statements like this because at the end of the day, you don't know what you're talking about. But continue. He thinks everybody's anti-trans. No, he thinks... even a pet worm would be too good for them, Emma. He says things about stuff and doesn't know what the meaning of. Yeah, I know. But no, he does think everything. No, he thinks... Here's the thing. He thinks people are against them is anti-trans. When that's not the case. People don't like their bad behaviours. That's what that's about. What is this? Oh, for fuck's sake. That's what they don't like.
No, I know. Honestly, other people's opinions of my identity don't matter to me anymore.
So, really? Okay. Then why are you trying to silence other people's opinions? Why are you getting videos taken down? Why are you getting channels taken down? Okay.
Because I know who I am, and other people's opinions just don't affect me. Like, that's just how it is. Like, I know I'm trans, but if someone else says I'm not trans, that's their opinion, but that's not going to change me, is it? You know what I mean? I don't really care. I couldn't give two figs about. I couldn't give two twigs or figs. I don't care. Well, fucks. Two fucks about their opinions if they think I'm not trans. They're anti-trans themselves. You know what I mean?
But that's what they go to. It's a man, it's always a man. Okay, Alex.
So, yeah, that's where I stand. Is you can't affect me anymore. I can just turn it off, and you can't really decide that, because when you misgender me,
you misgender other people, so it's okay when you do it though, right? It's okay when you do it. It's okay when you are transphobic. It's okay when you misgender people. Right, Alphaba? Right? It's okay when you do it. Okay.
I will forever say you're transphobic, because if you're doing it on purpose to be malicious, then that's just obviously transphobic. And whether you like me or not, you're going for the whole community, and I don't care. And that's it.
But again, you're a hypocrite because you do it to other people. The hypocrisy is off the fucking charts.
Thanks for the gift.
Thank you, Alex. The hypocrisy is unreal. Because you do it to the people that you don't like. Pot kettle black, anyone?
That's how it is. And I don't even care if other trans people disagree with that, because you know what's right from wrong, and you know
Thanks for following.
that. And anyone with a mature right mind knows that other people's identities should not be up for debate or speaking. Because if I was to talk down on someone else's body parts,
You fucking hypocrite. You absolute hypocrite. Because you turned around and said when you were trying to battle with EQ, you turned around and said, I'm a man, I'm a biological man, I will fight you. You have body shamed women constantly. You have come for women constantly and tore apart women's looks constantly. That's your go-to, right? But people can't come at your identity, which you don't even know what your fucking identity is. But then you have also come at other trans women and said that, and called them men as well. The hypocrisy. Yes, they were transphobic to Jackie. They've been transphobic to EQ, to Mama Kaz, to many different trans people out here. Alphaba cannot sit on this podium and say this when they have done it themselves. Morning, Gemma. They have done it themselves. So at the end of the day, this is
Thanks for the gift.
ridiculous. This is absolutely pathetic.
Don't call me a fucking pervert. And especially if it was to women. Exactly.
The fuck? Are we just going through Alphabear's Kick live stream from the 1st, I think it was, or yesterday? It says a day ago. People will call Alphabear a pervert if our Alpha goes for women's looks. I think people call you that for different reasons. Which I believe Alpha went out. The first, yeah, it was the first. Alphabet went out, not last night, the night before. And Alphabet turns around and says, I only attract daddies. Not the fucking photo I saw. Not with the young lad that I fucking saw you with.
Thanks for following.
But people call you that because of the inappropriate messages that you've done to minors. And the people that you seem to attract. That's the reason why people call you that. Yeah, he loves a daddy. Yeah, but I've seen the fucking photo of them in a night out.
Okay. So why does it make it okay for someone to do it to me?
Because you do it to other people. Because you've done it to other people. That's why. You can't have one rule for you and another rule for everybody else. That's why.
Thanks for the gift.
It just doesn't make sense to me. You know what I mean?
It wouldn't make sense to an abuser. It wouldn't make sense to an abusive asshole like you. It wouldn't. Because you want the world to bow down to you. You want the world to bow down to you. You want to dish out the abuse. You want to dish out the abuse when people call your ass out. And you want people to call your ass out in a very specific way. You want the world to bow down to you and cow down to you. Just like Lily Tino. Which, they say this in this clip. He shouldn't dish it out if he can't take it right. You know, he can give it out but can't take it right. Which, by the way, Lily Tino gets brought up in this clip, which is fascinating to me.
Also use this stuff. Girl, I'm going to be honest with you. All the dolls use tranny. We use it all the...
No, they don't. No, they fucking do not. No, they fucking do not. Doll is a term used for a trans woman.
time. It's not even offensive to me anyway. I find it slay. I'm a tranny. I'm what? Do you know what I mean? It's
Okay, I'm gonna leave that there, but they continue. But I thought the word T was highly offensive. It is, Sincroft, it is. But we're just gonna leave this here.
really not that offensive to me. Like, I don't take any offense to that, by the way. At all.
Then why is there a clip of you crying your fucking eyes out when somebody called you it? Why is there a clip of you crying your eyes out? Morning, Missy Carla. Why is there a clip of you crying your eyes out when somebody called at you? It does affect you. He's got a new friend. Don't know who it is, but he's got a new friend, and that's who they're copying. They're copying someone who is trans, and that's where they're getting all these ideas from.
Oh my god, you just said it. I did because that's who I am. Do you know what I mean? I don't care.
I don't know, Alex, but it is a derogatory word for a transvestite. It is. But he doesn't know that. He isn't aware of that. And that's where I think he's hanging around with somebody because left palm because right palm will get jealous. Yeah. I think he's hanging around a new crowd. And it's a young, you can kind of tell it's a young crowd because the young crowd, just like he, don't understand the terminology. Give it a week and then friend will be on here outing them. Yeah, Simcroft, they will. Oh, did it go live again? What did I miss? This live is from the first, but yes, they've been live this morning, and they were live this morning as well. But they were live on the first. I wasn't live yesterday, so they were live on the first after I went live. So, but yes, it is a derogatory term.
Us dolls use it all the time.
No, they don't. This is the problem here. No, they don't. It's a derogatory term. It's only derogatory if you take it as that. Wonder if he has the brains to say reclaim it and understand. And that's what he's trying to say here. That is what he is trying to say here. I think he is trying to say that they're trying to reclaim the word. Many words have been reclaimed by the LGBT plus community. The T-slur is not one of them. I get that, Eden. Yeah, I know. But that's what he is trying to say here. He is trying to say that Morning Moonlight, he is trying to say that the dolls, trans women, are reclaiming that word. But I don't think they are.
Thanks for the gift.
Well, others find it offensive, but that's not my problem. You can go leave the live stream. Do you know what I mean? I guarantee you, half the dolls that watch me don't find that offensive because they've got thick skin. Do you know what I mean?
Oh yeah, TK. Yeah, they probably are watching people in America. The thing is, though, is that this is again. This comes under hypocrisy. Because he has sat there and cried when people have called E the T-slur. When he's been called the T-slur, he has sat there on a live stream and cried to get gifts off people. So again, this falls under hypocrisy. Because he can't come on and say this whilst also sitting there crying when somebody calls them the T-slur. You can't have this both ways. You can't have it when somebody's calling you a derogatory term and crying about it, and then you also saying, oh, I can say it. That would be like me saying, oh, I don't like the F slur, but then me also saying, oh, I'm the F slur. I don't like it. I don't like being called it, and I don't like saying it. I get that, Eden. Yeah, I get. Yeah, he found the ambulance and police. He found the ambulance and police because they were called it in the street. Yeah, Moonlight. Yeah, exactly. But now that they're on a new app, they think that this is going to go away, and it's not. It's not. And I bet you, when the kids go back to school, we'll be back we'll be back and crying. We'll be back and crying about it. Okay, Moonlight, we'll be back and crying about it.
not going through the whole community. You're not part of our community. You've caused more damage to our community than any transphobe go through enough about your negative. One.
Right, did you hear that? So, did you guys hear that? Someone has come into the chat and said about the harm and damage that Alphabet has done to the trans community. And Alphabet's response is fascinating here. But okay. So I was getting pushback from somebody who is trans. Now, Alphabet's response, they can't use the, oh, you're just being transphobic. They can't use that response because they're part of the community.
I don't know how a person's impact can cause damage to the community. I was a child growing up on the app.
So they can't use the transphobic card. Alphabet only has cards. These are the cards. Transphobic. I was young. Or I'm autistic. Those are the three cards that Alphabet uses to get out of harm. Out of the harm that they've done. Fucking wild.
You putting that whole responsibility onto me is actually quite unfair and not okay. Because I'm not actually going out of my way to make problems for trans.
Right, and this is where another person is mentioned.
People. I'm just trying to live my life as a person. The person that's actually causing problems to the trans community is Lily Tino. That
Bingo.
Thanks for the gift.
Bingo. No. No. This is where deflecting onto Lily Tino isn't going to help you, Alphabet, because guess what? You are just as bad as Lily Tino. And yes, here's the fucking... Right. And I will turn around and say this again. You are causing problems for the trans community. You, Alphabet Orion Doherty, just existing on a social media platform at this very point is causing problems for the trans community. That's the reason why the advice that everyone gives you is disappear. Leave social media. Be gone. Because you just existing right now is causing problems. I know you don't want to. I know you don't want to hear that, but that is the truth. To learn how to be a narcissist, all you need to do is watch it. Yeah, still lying about gender GP prices and how it works last night. Yeah, I mean, like, this is the problem. Lying about gender GP, lying about getting hormones. That's one thing. The many different lies that you keep on telling. Attacking women, attacking DV survivors. Just the list goes on. But you keep on, but now you want to deflect onto Lily Tino. But you're just as bad. You're just as bad. Because you will never take any accountability for what you've done. And this is the problem here. People keep on saying, oh, Alphabet's apologized. That the same patterns of behavior keep on happening. So the apology means nothing. The apology means nothing. GGP won't touch E. Their credit within them is bad. Yeah, no. Has Lily Tino ever mocked DV survivors? Not that I'm aware of, but is worse than Lily Tino because he says such inflammatory stuff. I mean, I would try and say that Alphabet's worse than Lily Tino because of the mocking of DV, the mocking of SA, the mocking of the autistic community, the mocking of the ADHD community, the mocking of the trans community for it. I mean, they both mock the trans community, but at least with Lily Tino, as far as what I know, just mocks the trans community. And here's the issue, Alphabet. You have also videoed people in a bathroom. of videos yourself in women's bathrooms, haven't you? Yes, that is also out there as well. So don't sit there and turn around and say, oh, the real damage to the trans community is Lily Tino, because you are as bad as Lily Tino, if not worse. What's worse is TikTok give them the platform to cause people issues. I mean, yeah, mama, that's the fucking issue. TikTok is, I mean, this was on Kick. This was on Kick. So Apple's moved to Kick now. That's a good question. Has Lily Tino wasted police and ambulance time? Like you have, Alphabet, which we're going to get into that. The awful one. Oh my god, imagine me in a club bathroom. Oh my god, scary. I think E is worse actually overall. Well, I think that, but yeah, they were back on TikTok last night, yeah. I just don't understand why our bathrooms are so special to them. Mr. Carla, I don't think it's the fact of the bathrooms being special. I just think trans women just want to exist. You know what I mean? I think it's a case of like, because trans women have always existed. I think the bathroom debate is being used as a weapon against trans women. But when you have the likes of Lily Tino and Alphaba, that's where it gets a bit of an issue, because they're using it to gain a views, especially someone like Lily Tino who does it in Disneyland. They're doing it to gain a views. Sometimes in LGBT bars, I've used men toilets if there's no line, but I don't do it often. I get that, Emily. Yeah, we always shared our spaces with trans people. Yeah, that's it. You know, the thing is, when it comes to spaces, safe spaces, and things like that. How is the Cake Munch? You're not seeing them for a while. They're on Kick now, Side Snark. But they're on Kick. They're all moving to Kick. When it comes to these safe spaces debate and argument, trans people have always existed within those safe spaces and things like that. It's just the fact of like, it's become a hot debate and hot topic now because people want to weaponize the trans community. And you have people like Alphaba and Lily Tino who are using the trans community. I'm just gonna turn around and say it. Alphaba's using the trans community as a weapon, as a shield, and to garner money. That's what Alphaba has been doing for the past 6 years. They saw it as a scapegoat and they saw it as a money maker, and that worked for them in the beginning, but now they are still using it. Your chance to never use the women's bathroom, let alone advertise it. Yeah, and that's the thing, Mystique. Yeah, that's the thing. As I say, you know, trans women and trans men have always existed within the spaces that they've existed in for years upon years upon years. And it's only been, guess what? Alphabet Orion Dorothy. This is the reason why you are part of the massive problem. Because, let me think about something. When did all the shit about the trans community start kicking off? Like politically, in the big spaces. When did all that shit start kicking off? About 6 years ago. Oh, wait, hold on a second. There's a correlation thing going on here. About 6 years ago was when all the trans community became a big, massive weapon. What also started happening about 6 years ago? It came into the scene. You started existing on social media. And what did you start doing? Well, you came out as gay, you came out as gender fluid, and then you came out as trans. It's almost as if you followed the big trend that was happening and you knew that it would get you attention, because about 6 years ago was when the trans community was being attacked relentlessly and still is being attacked relentlessly. So yes, you are part of the problem. Because you went into bathrooms, you started using it as a weapon and as a defense. You started crying when people called you the T slur. But trans people have existed within spaces for years upon years upon years, even before Alphabet Around Dorothy was born, even before I was born. And GB News was a big factor as well, yeah. They probably were copying Lily Tino. Bro, Cleopatra used to wear a fake beard in its drag. Yeah. It's existed for a long time. Existed for a long time. This isn't new. But the thing is, though, is it's become a hot topic again because let's be real. The bigoted people, I'm not saying Alphabet's a bigoted person, but they certainly fucking act like it. The bigoted people in this world can't come after the G and the L or the B part of the LGBT plus community anymore because they did that in the 80s. They came after the G in the 80s. So that won't wash anymore. That wouldn't wash anymore. They can't come after the G part of the LGBT plus community anymore because it wouldn't wash anymore. So what do they target? The T part of the community. It's not rocket science, but that was about 6 years ago. Was when all of that started to ramp up in the media. And yeah, politicians are the reason why it happened. Politicians are the reason. Media, newspapers, social media, the mainstream media is the reason why it happened. But politicians are the reason. But again, Alphabet doesn't know that because Alphabet doesn't fucking read. Alphabet doesn't know the history. But again, you are, an Alphabet turned around and said, it's not fair to put it on Alphabet. Yes, it is fair. It is fair. Because you coming on social media and trying to weaponize you being trans as a distraction from your bad behavior is the reason why this is still continuing. That's the reason.
For the gift.
Thank you, Haley. That is the reason why it is still continuing to this day. You are part of the problem. Why don't you start being part of the solution? Stop talking to kids. Stop weaponizing things. You want to just exist. Then stop the crap.
So you should be going for, not me. Because they're actively doing clickbait videos, a minute-long videos, talking about the body parts of, at Disneyland, by the way. Do you know what I mean? Like,
we've covered that, but yeah.
What the fuck? So, I don't do stuff like that. I just be...
Right, and here's the main difference. Here is the actual main difference, and why I think you're worse. Here's the main difference why I think you're worse than Lily Tino. Right, and I'm going to say this. Lily Tino, you know Lily Tino is a fucking wrong'un. You know it. You can see it. It's right there in front of your eyes. Lily Tino is very blatantly doing what they're doing. You can see it from a fucking mile off because of the things that Lily Tino does. Lily Tino goes to Disneyland, goes into the bathrooms and makes a fucking spectacle of it. Lily Tino does the K-pop, not the K-pop band, but the K-pop fucking suites or whatever, and does the things that Lily Tino does for education, which is a load of bollocks because if Lily Tino really wanted to educate,
Thanks for the gift.
the youths, she would do it at their fucking home, but they don't. They want to make a spectacle of it, right? Lily Tino does it in a very public way. You, however, Alphabet Orion Dorothy, do it in a very sneaky, malicious, underhanded way. The stuff you do is underhanded. It's sneaky. It's devious. So it's not as noticeable. So more people are lured in by your manipulation. You can educate people by not going to Disneyland to discuss invasive surgeries. Right, Emily. Lily Tino does it to cause drama for views. Yes. You had laser surgery and wouldn't tell a child how to work. Right, Emily. Right. That's the difference here. That is the massive difference between what Lily Tino does and what you do. You are more sneaky and more malicious. You manipulate. That is the reason why I think you are worse, because you are more manipulative in what you do. Tino called their rage baiting art, and E said better incidents were because they are a visual artist. Yeah. That's the difference here. So that was clip number 1. We do have another clip from The Observer. We love The Observer up in here. To follow on from, is this gonna let me play it? Please let me play it. Oh, for fuck's sake. Fucking asshole.
I am a tranny.
Really? Seriously? That is a fucking...
I am a tranny.
I hate that term. Technology brawl. I'm gonna fucking Do you remember the that's creepy, I know it is creepy. Do you remember the TV show Robot Wars? I love that fucking show. Do you hear that, PC? I'm gonna create a fucking another PC and we're gonna have Robot Wars. No, it isn't the awful one, no. Yeah, Robot Wars. I'm gonna create Robot Wars. Robot Wars was so good. It was awesome. It was fucking awesome. I watched a couple of your Josh. It wouldn't be alive if technology didn't work. I know, some crap. Technology loves me. It is user error, by the way. It's just user error. Well, basically, what was sent to me, the PC was like, oh, this can't be viewed on the PC. It can only be viewed on the phone. Then I've had me locked out of my bank account. No. Oh, my God, Missy. Oh, no. Karma's like, that's Karma playing Iris earlier. It's a good song. I can't tap. Oh, my God, Missy can't. No. Oh, my life. Oh, no. The other one was like, it was a good song till he played it. So yeah, this is what was sent to me about the Tesla. So this is Alphabet can't yeah.
So I can say that now. Wait, can I say like words that are like not filtered on TikTok?
And that is all I could do. And people were shouting tranny at me. People were shouting shit at me. It was no. I couldn't walk home because I didn't know where I was.
Am I allowed to swear?
Thanks for the gift.
I want to be me. I'm a tranny. I'm such a tranny. Sorry. Okay.
Anyway, I'm outside on my own. Men have screamed tranny 3 times at me. on scooters.
So, okay, it's okay when he says it, but nah, okay. Yeah, we love it when there's fucking evidence and shit. It's not there. It's not there. It is not there either. It is there.
Right, if you're going to continue...
That's what I wanted.
Right, if you're going to continue, you're going to be absolutely
Pause.
blocked. I don't care.
Fucking pause! I swear. When was this? It's recent because of their hair. So, the T-slur was on... Well, the first time they said the T-slur was on the 31st in the morning. Interesting day to say that. The crying one, I believe, was last year. Because they were coming home from a nightclub. The crying one, I believe that was from last year sometime. It was last year sometime. No, that was last year sometime because they went out drinking and they got rat-arsed. Late 24, early 25 because old flat. Yeah, I believe it was that time. Yeah, it was in the flat that got burned down. Didn't get burned down. With the electric scooter. Okay, so this is the follow-on from the other clip. So apparently, you know what? I want a fucking coffee. I can't.
Right, if you're going to continue, you're going to...
If I'm going to continue, I'll continue. Don't worry. I'll continue.
be absolutely blocked. I don't care.
Blockity, block.
Blocking you as well. Can I swear on here?
I could the awful one, but you have a caramel latte. Nice. No, that's okay. I'll be alright. I'll tell you what I can do. I think I did put I have an Alexa kettle, so I think I did put water in that kettle. I think. Don't fucking quote me on that.
Am I allowed to? Because this...
Are they allowed to swear? You're having a beer, does that count? Oh, does the Aussie one? Yeah, ooh, nice beer. Your Pride fans? I've got Pride fans. Including light up ones. Ooh, I don't have light up ones though. That's cool.
This is what I really just want to say.
Ooh, they want to say it to everyone. So get your buds out, everyone. You have a quick boil kettle, your postures. We got it a while ago. It's so cool.
These haters are pieces of shit. Absolute pieces of fucking shit. They absolutely are. Oh, that felt so good.
We're all pieces of shit. You mean the people that call you out? Well, an alphabet. I think you're a low-life piece of scum. I'll say it. You're a low-life piece of scum that does so much damage to so many communities, and you're a not a trash bag, because that's useful. A trash bag is useful. I am. Relish that I am. It nourishes me. Oh God, the awful one. It's 5:55 p.m. then. Nice, the Aussie one. Time zones. We love a time zone.
It felt so good. But they're just pieces of shit. These haters, these transphobes are just pieces of crap. Nobodies who just want to ruin. And
I mean, for nobodies, we seem to get under your skin so fucking much. For nobodies, you seem to copy us so fucking well. For nobodies, we seem to piss you off so much that you seem to copy every aspect of our lives. Stormy's, mine, fucking everyone's. I mean, it must suck to not have a fucking personality of your own, huh?
any aspect of someone's life who is in a minority community and doesn't give a fuck, and they're just pure evil beings.
Listen, I'm also part of the minority community that you claim to be a part of, but don't do anything. And here's the thing. Listen, I'm just a fucking panda. Or a raccoon, depending on how you want to look at it. I will take pure evil. Listen, I'm a raccoon. I'm an evil raccoon, but I'm a raccoon, okay?
You don't deserve any kindness from me or any sort of fucking respect.
Girl, A, I don't want kindness. B, respect is earned, not fucking given. Okay, and with you, oh, you're not wrong, Fox. E is a bigot. Yeah, they really are. But respect is earned, not given. And I don't want your respect. I don't want your kindness, and I don't want your respect.
Back.
Right, Haley.
I will absolutely block you the fuck out.
Blockity, blockity, block, block, block.
Lauren, isn't it? Delete all you want. People are learning about you all you beg. Okay. Okay, I will lose sleep tonight over that.
They're going to lose sleep because people are learning about you. You do, though. This is the problem. You do lose sleep. You can act all fucking high and mighty, but the fact that you react in the way that you do is just funny to me.
I will lose sleep. For real. Anyway.
By the way, we're still waiting for the autism letter. Still waiting. Is it going to come in 2056?
I can mod if you need. Yeah, maybe I'll think about it. Lauren, exactly. Like, people are just so annoying, aren't they? Lauren, I guarantee you these people are Trump supporters. I guarantee.
Well, you've got some weird obsession with Trump. You really fucking do. Like, you have got an obsession with that man. An absolute obsession. Yeah, it's none of your business equals I have run out of road on this lot. Yeah. You got an obsession with that man, I swear.
You. Please stop feeding into it. I'm not feeding into it. I'm just stating out that transphobes are absolute bellends. And that's not feeding into it, that's just stating out a fact.
A trans person had an opinion on you, and somebody turned around and said that your lies will catch up with you. They're not transphobic, they're calling out your lies. Trump fetish, yeah, I know. They're calling out your lies. They're not Trump supporters, they're not transphobic, they're calling out your lies. You are the transphobic one, but okay.
People in the industry who work in theatre and work in all, they know where I stand with politics and they know where I stand as a person. and they know when I.
Are these imaginary people? You know, I think you do. I think you do have some kind of delusion going on. By the way, these people that you know in the industry, were those the people that you had on your big IG? Remember when you were crying about your big IG being lost? I'm guessing they had the contacts. Hello, Nanka. He has no idea where he stands. Yeah, imaginary friends. Yeah, I know, right? I'm like, remember when you were crying on IG saying, oh, I have all these, well, that's where all my big contacts are. I'm going to lose them. I'm guessing you had those contacts then. So... Sammy. I'm probably stalking them. Well, apparently they've got all these people in the industry. All these people in the industry. Like where? Because they don't seem to support you. And like, they know where you stand in politics. You mean you don't know anything about politics? And you seem to constantly say that all these people are Trump supporters. Girl, I'm not. Hell, if people want to support Trump, that's fine. That's their prerogative. I don't. But okay. That's not the argument you think it is.
I swear, may not be the best, but it's just real and it's honest and it's just how the world needs to be told. You know what I mean? I guarantee you, people in theatre are not like posh. I've met people in the West End on nights out before.
Oh my god. Oh my god. I just had a thought. Oh no. You know he gets drunk and does the rugs. Does he think that he's talking to actual theatre people when they're high as a kite? Your brain does need to be studied, I swear.
They're just human beings, you know what I mean? That's the industry I want to go into. They're all human beings.
Nah, I thought they were robots. Nah, I thought they were robots. I thought they were body clones. Although that is a conspiracy. That is a conspiracy that's going around. I thought they were all just clones and, you know, they were just clones and robots. Yeah, they did stalk a West End girl that played Alphabet. Yeah. Girl, this is...
Thanks for the gift.
Thank you, Gemma. This is nuts.
Half of these people are getting drunk. I'm not being rude, but like, I've met ensemble members at clubs before. They're not, you know, they're not like clean, perfect human beings all the time, 24/7. They're literal humans who just live life, who are very talented and very well gifted at what they...
Well, that's not you then. He would speak to a lamppost and say it's a Trump supporter because it doesn't move out the way. Yeah, they probably would, to be fair. I'm sure there'll be a video of that somewhere soon.
do, but they live, you know what I mean? They're how can I say it? They're down to earth. They know where I come from, you know?
They know where you come from. You see, this is what we like to call trying to big yourself up, trying to make yourself seem like, oh my God, I know all these West End stars, I know all these people. Funny how you're saying all of this when it's the school holidays. Okay. You're lying about it, and we know you're lying about it, because if you knew all these people, then, I mean, they clearly don't like you, because none of them are helping you out, are they?
And that's where it is, you know. PR-wise, obviously I need to work on that. But as a human being and everyone...
PR-wise, obviously I need to work on that. The advice would be to get off social media. A public relation person would tell you to stop, but you're not going to.
Someone who works behind PR knows where I stand as a person, you know.
So now they've got a PR team. A PR person would know where they stand. What the fuck? You talk so much shit. A PR person would know where you stand. The fuck? Your public relation to the audience is shit because of all the damage that you have done and continue to do. Yeah, they said they had a TikTok agent. Morning, Joe. Thank you, Joe.
Thanks for the gift.
They said they had a TikTok agent, but now they've moved over to Kick. So, no PR person would touch E. It isn't worth the time or effort, and E can't follow instructions. I know.
So yeah, and they can see right through the transphobic comments. Oh, what was that?
It's not transphobic comments, you moron. People are calling you out. I swear to God, Alphabet waters down transphobia so much, it's wild to me. Yeah, now they want to chat with the Ono Gender GP. He can't even listen to the police when they advise him to get up on it. Yeah. I'm on the NRL footy. Okay, Kerry. Hope you have a good day. Or night. Yeah, modelling slash, documentary slash modelling contract, yeah.
Right. It's meant to ban that. Yeah.
The fuck?
Block you as well.
Oh no, Kerry. Oh no, you.
Oh wait, hold on. I need to turn on slow mode. That's what it is. That's why I'm reacting, because the slow mode's not on.
It's not because of slow mode, but okay.
How do you follow any chat? Because then you have to follow me to talk.
That's the reason why Alphabet also likes Kick, because you can control the chat.
Do an hour. No, we'll do 10 minutes.
Okay. Oh.
Excuse me.
Might be. I don't think the Observer puts this singing on there. Yeah, I know. They were on TikTok this morning.
Okay, so follower only. Oh, on 10.
So they're only putting follower on for 10 minutes. Follower only on for 10 minutes. That's weird. Kick is a live streaming app.
Wait, hold on, how do I...
Where all the wrong ones are going right now.
Can I unpin this? Oh. Yeah.
Remember, he's a tech wizard. I mean, I moan at technology all the time. But that's because it doesn't fucking work for me.
Sorted. Girl, I'm so terrible at kick. I need to work how to learn it out. I need to learn how to do that anyway. Bless you, thank you. Can you see like how the chat's so much more nicer now? Do you know what I mean?
When you block out people calling your ass out. Because that's how this started. People turned around and said that they were going to call your lies out. You mean when people call your ass out? The chat's so much nicer when... The chat is so much nicer when I'm not being called out. But... Oh yeah, Kevin Wright is on it as well. Yeah, Kevin Wright is a... TikTok, what's his name? Mr. TikTok official or
I've
whatever
made
the fuck his
mistakes in
name
the
is.
past, right? But we shouldn't be like polarizing me for it every single fucking day of my life, okay? I'm a human being. I'm growing up. I will not allow myself to be polarized.
Hang on, I'm going to go back a few seconds.
To be, okay, of my life, okay?
Hang on, I want to go...
It's past, right? Bless you, thank you. Can you...
We're going to start that again. I got some thoughts.
see like how the chat's so much more nicer now? Do you know what I mean? I've made mistakes in the past, right? But we shouldn't.
Are we talking about the past 5 minutes? The past 5 seconds? The past 5 months? The past 5 years? I mean, the list is long. Oh, they will do, Rhiannon, yeah. That's their go-to card, I'm sorry, yeah. They will do.
Be like polarizing me for it every single fucking day of my life, okay?
Don't think they used polarizing in the right context there. They are, Haley. I don't think they used polarizing in the right context there. But okay.
I'm a human being. I'm growing up.
You're 22. You're 22 years of age. Okay, you can't use the growing up thing all the fucking time as a defense. Okay?
I will not allow myself to be polarized and bullied every single fucking day of my life.
You mean you don't want to answer to the harm and damage that you do to many communities? Still waiting for the autism letter. Not the fake one. Good morning, BB. Not the fake one that you put out.
For the past. Everyone has a past. We all grow. We all move on and should hold on to it. And that's how it is, you know.
There's a difference between what you do and what the rest of us have done. We aren't actively harming communities every single week, every single time we come live. You know, the Tesla? Oh no. He just wants love, admiration, and fame with none of the negatives. Yeah, they do.
I mean, and that just needs to be said, and that needs to be heard, you know, because there are some really, really horrible people out there that are getting away with so much more worse stuff.
No, you are a horrible, evil person that's getting away with shit.
and they're just doing it. Do you know what I mean? That's how it is.
Stop trying to deflect onto other people. Deflection isn't gonna work. You are a horrible, evil person. I mean, yeah, I know. What kind of English is that? I know.
So, you know.
Okay.
Yeah. Anyway, preach queen, exactly. We need all, like us as a society, we need to do so much better, seriously. We do. We actually do. Because where's the kindness? Like, the world's so crazy right now. Let's put the music on. I want to put music on. I'm starting to love music. And I've got, I'm going to put some music on that I'm starting to love now. So I'm going to put some music on.
The world is crazy. Oh no, it ends there, the awful one. Like I say, I don't think they've ever put some music on. Every single young person needs protecting from them. Yeah, they do some craft. But remember, he's just a growing person at the age of 22. At the age of 22. So, that was on the 31st.
I like that.
But then we have, this is from BB. Well, I need to,
I like.
This is from BB. I'm fed up of them growing up. Yeah, no, they're constantly going to say that they're growing up when they're 30, so it's all good. That's not the one I wanted. That's the one I wanted. There we go. So this is from BB. This is when I was at the nail salon. Oh fuck.
Filler. I want like.
They want lip filler. Was that? They want lip filler. That's what your money's going on, by the way. Cosmetics, lip filler, and nails.
Big lips. But not crazy. But so I don't look like a duck. But
They don't want to look like a duck. First salon messed their nails up. I know the thumbnail killed me. Yeah, I know.
I want to look nice and plump. I'm gonna go for like. Do you know what I'll do? I'll probably go for like 1 mil. And that's it. 1 mil.
Why the fuck do these people live stream? Did they actually get their nails done? Yeah, they did.
1 mil. Yeah. I'm pretty sure.
I can't remember if BB has it where they showed it, but I think the Real Witch does have a clip.
I get that on Grindr, babe. Do you know what I mean? No, an actual facial, like a collagen one. Yeah. These are good.
How do you know what happened on Quirky Cats Live? I saw a post saying it was a lot about Alphabet.
Thanks for
I
the
didn't
gift.
get to watch. I didn't know what happened on Quirky Cats Live. Georgia fired up a live. So I know. I just saw the aftermath. So they've got money for nails, but no money for the cat. Am I understanding that correctly? Yeah, they got money for nails. Wait. Let me go back a bit. So, yeah, they got white nails. Long white nails. I don't know whether you can see that correct a bit, but... No, yeah, I saw the aftermath, yeah, but not the live, yeah. I hope they was all talking about them. Yeah, I'm not... Yeah, they probably were. But those are the nails.
Oh yeah, sorry. I'm gonna have to go. Oh, sorry. I'm gonna have to head on. My first on 4%, I'm gonna have to go. My first on 4%, I'm gonna head off. I love you. I will let you know. I'll let you know. Okay, I'm heading off, bestie. I'll talk soon. I have to go. It's on 4%. Okay.
There's your pause frame. Take your screenshots. The cycle of disregard. The cycle of disregard for the cat begins again. She will soon be homeless too. Yep. I should have included people in live in public in my rant, Haley. I'd love to know that the Vietnamese was saying the ones I know are savage as fuck. But yeah, these are the nails. I think hang on, let me see if I can find, because I didn't save it, so, I think it's real, if I search it, right, if I'm following her, then, nope, oh, what's her name? Oh, that's gonna bug me.
Thanks for the
That's gonna
gift.
fucking annoy the fuck out of me because did I like it though? I may have liked it. The problem is I've liked a lot of videos. Did I not like it? I thought I did. I thought I did. Oh man, I'm just not looking properly again, which is very likely. Why can I never find the fucking videos that I fucking want? Ugh. I can never find the videos that I fucking want. Or is it The Real Witch? Why can't... Oh. Ah. I think I found her. Yes, I did. Ha! I found her. See? Josh knows what he's doing. Not. Josh knows what he's doing. Vaguely. Jesus fucking Christ. I got several questions. Look how long these are. Okay, so I've got several fucking questions. Good morning, Nanny Cake. How are we all? How are we all? I'm doing fabulous. I hope you are too. So I've got several questions. Now I know my nails are long. My nails are real though. Apparently they fucked up the thumb. There's gonna be a lot of tapping soon. You know what's coming. But apparently these nails cost £30. Apparently these nails cost £30. So this is what your money's been spent on. Alcohol, money, they're getting lip filler. You know. I mean, I'll say allegedly it cost £30. I heard it cost £30. I mean, it may have cost more. Looks like they had to put 2 nail extensions on each thumb because it's too wide. Yes, yeah. He also bought a face beauty gadget, which he said he's taking back after using it. Jesus, absolute rubbish. He is trying to make out they spent less. Probably, yeah, Ladyfire, yeah. I don't think it cost 30 quid. I have a feeling it cost a lot more. Is that the actual nail or it's not finished yet? And yeah, they do cost about 30. I mean, they had to double it up. They had to double it up on Alphaba's thumb because of how wide it is. But let's listen to The Real Witch. I mean, don't forget they're getting their hair fixed at a professional hairdresser's. Yep. But you know, this is what they do, the awful one. You can't get nails like that in London for 30 quid unless you want awful ones, yeah. Well, then it's a lot more. Well, this is the thing. Nails, when they get lip filler, they got that mask thing, they're getting beauty, and they're getting their hair fixed. They're buying all these, they're getting all this money. The cat will go soon. The cat will become too much. He was still begging for £295 for gender GP as well. Yeah, Joe. But this is the thing. They're begging for the gender GP money. This is what baffles me. They're begging for the gender GP money, but this is what the money's being spent on, people. It's not going to gender GP, is it? They're just saying that it's going to gender GP. This is the reason why the scam is coming. This is the reason why it's a scam. Have they used the UV mask thing in a while? That I don't know. They could have bought nails from Primark and stuck them on. They have a huge selection of them. Ooh, do they, Lady Par? I've not been to Primark in a while. Ooh. I don't know whether I could do press-on nails. My nails grow quite long anyway, so I just buy my freaking nail varnish from Poundland. I'm thinking of taking the purple and black off. I've still got it on. Still got the purple and black on. It's come up in like one or two places just at the top, in like little areas, but it's still got it on. I'm thinking of taking it off, then going red. If he was genuine about the gender GP, would he not ask people to pay them directly? I mean, yeah, possibly. I use press-on due to my kids, easy to take off if I need to. Oh, Gemma. See, I've got a thing about, I don't file down my nails or anything like that either, because the feeling and the sensation, even just cutting my nails, I have a weird the sensation of cutting my nails. When I go and get my hair cut as well, I don't like that either. Hey Angie, so like when I it's a weird sensation. So I don't know whether press on nails or things like that, because you have to file them down and everything, don't you? I don't know how that would feel for me, if you get what I mean. I suppose I wouldn't know unless I try. I did see some nice ones from Amazon that were like £5. You get like a stack of them. I was like, ooh. They were nice. Purple ones. Of course, purple ones. UV gel rub. Oh, okay. But no, my nails grow quite long anyway. I just got to get a bit better at like doing like little patterns. I want to do some things. Wrap, snip, light and glow. Oh, okay, Alex. Okay. But no, I've got like nail varnishes and like I'm going to do some little nail things. But yeah, this is the the Real Witch's response to the nails.
She had to glue together 2 tips for your giant thumb. No, but in all fairness, I will give it to Orion. For a nail tech not to carry every size tip is very unprofessional.
I don't think he went to. I don't know where he went. I used to do my nails, but having 4 autistic kids, I started using that. I get that, Gemma. Having 4 autistic kids has got to be a lot. It's got to be a lot, to be honest.
For my thumb.
So it's got to be like trying to keep up and things like that. Via nail salon, that's like, okay.
A 0 for my tips. Orion is like a 00 or even a 000. But I will give Orion credit here for this one. First of all, at the beginning of this clip, she did not clean his nails. His nails were filthy.
Okay. What? See, this is where I'm like, I can imagine it was a cheaper place than they went to last time. Yeah.
Thanks for the gift.
Thank you, Laura. How? Just how? There will be a hygiene policy attached to each beauty device, not allowing to return it. Yeah. The fact that you haven't cleaned your dirty nails says it all. I would not even touch those clods. Yeah, I don't, how?
I mean, just look at that.
Thanks for
That's
the gift.
disgusting.
Thank you, Laura.
First thing you do is always clean the nail. Because you're going to get that into the file. You're going to get all that dirt and grime in the file. And then you're going to pass it on to other customers.
Yeah, you would. I shower before I go out. Wash, like, Why? Why is Alphabet doing this? I don't. And Alphabet showed this as well, which is, I mean, okay, so let me. Have they been making that slime again? Coops. Okay, so let me play.
Thanks for the gift.
Thank you, Coops. Let me play Devil's Advocate. Yeah, I know some people go. Let me play Devil's Advocate. Do you think it might be their camera's dirty or the tone of their skin? Because I've got a different tone on my hands than I do to my face. Shall we play Devil's Advocate? Or do we think it is just what we think it is? Oh yeah, it's not all the fingers. Okay, yeah, fair. Yeah, the other one's like, can we just play the devil? You know, I was trying to be nice. I was trying to play devil's advocate. They're filthy in general. There's no explaining it away. I personally think they have been making black slime. I mean, I don't really want to know about that. But okay. Yeah, I can see what you mean. I can see what you mean. Fair enough. Has been scratching, yeah, but the lines. Hey, UK TikTok, I'm wrong. But the lines look so dirty, like it's set. Yeah, oh, well. I tried.
Thanks for the gift.
I tried. Thank you, UK TikTok, I'm wrong. I tried. It's far too early in the morning for this.
It's just disgusting. Also, I have had a nail technician file my nail beds so thin
Thank you, Alex.
that it put a dent in the center of it. And when they put on the acrylic over it, when I had it removed, there was fungus underneath.
I'm going to find out who the fuck you are, the awful one. I'm going to make it my life's mission to find out who the fuck you are, because you keep on putting chimney cakes. That's a joke for anyone. For your fucking come for me, that's a joke. You have to preface this shit on fucking TikTok these days. The game is afoot. Me and the awful want to go back and forth with each other now. I can imagine the smell when they... Yeah, I know. The kind of joke that goes over my head. I filed those nails. It's from nail was wide. Yeah, they use two extensions. Yeah. Open one YouTube. You know where you can shove that fucking chimney cake, the awful one, right? You know where you can fucking shove it.
Needless to say, I never went back to that nail technician ever again. Which is also partially why I've learned to do my nails on my own. Because that did traumatize me. Moving on. The other video that I've seen.
I bet one of them found TikTok whilst he was probably Haley.
Thanks for following.
The awful one. Josh used technology. It hurt itself in its confusion. This isn't fucking a Pokemon battle. This isn't a Pokemon battle. Genuinely, the only thing I can think of would be scratching their head. Oh, yeah, that may be it. Been trying to catch Eli everywhere, but keep missing it. Oh, they were live this morning on TikTok, UK TikTok. I'm wrong. Yeah, I know. This is the reason why I'm so grateful for all the screen recorders and all the people that do catch, people like you do catch E, because I couldn't do it. This is the reason why I'm great with the reaction. I'm great as a reaction channel rather than a screen recorder and things like that. What's the account? Could you send it to me? I could, if I could remember it. I know the Observer has it on. No, the Observer doesn't have one this morning. Fucking Pro Nothing 123 has it on YT. They earned 3p this morning. Damn. I used to have Biogel as better for nails, but can't afford it now. I won't go to cheap salons. Oh, no cakes. Ah.
Of you saying, oh.
The awful one's quiet. I want to know what they're doing.
Oh my god. You saw it. You saw a sneak peek of the nail. Alright, no one gives 3 flying fucks about your goddamn nails. I don't know if you were on live for that.
Oh, the awful one's leaving the gym. I wouldn't know what that is. Is it called a Gime? That's a joke from somewhere. I think it's Family Guy, Gime. Or it's The Simpsons. The Simpsons! What's the account name? Does anyone know? I'm not too sure. Heading to Sainsbury's for steak and Easter egg chocolate. Simpsons, yeah, it was The Simpsons. Gime? Is it a Gime? Homer says it. Yeah.
I don't know if you made a clip for that, a reel for that. I really don't care. But you clearly made that to get attention. It's obvious. And it's quite pathetic and sad. Getting your nails done is nothing life-changing. They're nails, dear. Getting your nails done is just considered a treat. But it's nothing life-changing. You got your nails done. That's it.
Get your nails done, get your hair did. That's also from a movie that I can't remember. Or a song.
You didn't buy a car. You didn't get a new apartment. You didn't get a job. You're still not an active member of society. You still haven't transitioned. You're still begging online for money. No one cares that you got your nails done. Big fucking whoop. When you do something of actual meaning, then we'll care. But let's face it, you haven't changed within the last 5 to 6 years.
Missy Elliott, Work It, that's where it's from. See? I have random stuff coming in my fucking head.
So I'm not holding my breath.
Work it.
Oh, and just a heads up, Orion. Don't do the obnoxious clicky nail things. It doesn't make you cool, dude.
No, that
Thanks
fuck.
for the
I
gift.
hate it. Thank you, Scarlet Thorn. I hate it when fucking influencers do that on their fucking. Oh, I know I've got long nails, and sometimes like I'll do that. I'll do this on the desk because it. But find the account if anybody wants it, and I'm allowed to post. Yeah. My mum used to do it when she was angry. We ran. It's like nails on a chalkboard. Yeah. I do it sometimes because like I gotta be doing something with my hands. That can be taken the wrong way. But I hate it when influencers do it. Oh. I hate it when influencers do it on products. It's like why? Ugh.
Anyways, night, y'all.
Now nails and fingers generally scare me. Never seen anything like it. Well then. Yeah. But yeah, I wanted to show that because it showed the nails are like big. I was like, fucking hell. Jesus Christ Almighty. Now, I know. Listen, what gets me is that he begs for beauty money, yet I'm sat here with £30 for groceries till then. Oh, I'm sorry, Sammy. Yeah, I know. And you say that. I'm guessing, Sammy, because you said that you like support Trump, and that's fine. I'm guessing by that comment earlier, you're in America then? Right? Are you in America? It doesn't matter either way. It doesn't matter either way. Because either you... No, you're British. You're British like us. But I was going to say it doesn't matter either way. Because like fucking cost of living is fucking expensive. The thing is, right, I make no... I don't hide the fact of like I'm somebody that like I'm on benefits but my partner works, okay? My partner works a full-time job, works all hours God sends him. He's currently off work today. We call him Mr. Raccoon. I'm the Raccoon Overlord, he's Mr. Raccoon. He works a full-time job. And it's like, you know, here's the thing. I was trying to say, in a two household thing, right? We are comfortable. We live comfortably, okay? I'm sort of badgering him to let me get midnight on World of Warcraft right now. But fucking hell, the amount of... It's so fucking expensive. I spent 200 quid in a week just being in hospital with the baby, car park, food, etc. It's a fucking joke. It's an absolute joke. But then you see people, and this is the reason why I turn around and say that people like Alphabet Orion Doherty do harm and damage to multiple communities. Because here's the thing. I've got nails on right. Well, I've got nails on. I don't have nails on. I've got nail varnish on right now that's sparkly. I've only got that from fucking Poundland. I'm not gonna go and get my nails done. I'm not asking for anything. My point. Oh no. I know he wasn't asking for anything, Sammy. My point is he begs for things that aren't necessary, beauty, booze, etc. Yeah. No, exactly. I need to go back to work ASAP, and I only had baby 9 days ago. Oh, I can't afford to live maternity pay. Oh Jesus. Oh, I'm sorry, Emma. Yeah, it's fucking ridiculous, isn't it? Cost of living is absolutely fucking ridiculous. Yeah, they are running from the tax man, which fucking, which Alphabet may not know this, which is interesting. Alphabet may or may not know this, but there's tax, the council tax, and then there's, because he's south, right, so there's two different levels to tax. So if you are working, there is tax, so that would be the tax that you pay things like the benefit system, and firefighters, police, NHS, and like government services, like that's what the work tax pays for. Tax in the chat. And then you have council tax. That's for things like your local area council, which is fixing the roads, buildings and things like that.
Thanks for the
I don't think Alphabet realizes that. So Alphabet, because they did it as a sole trade, Alphabet was running as a sole traded business, and the Alphabet didn't realize that. Oh, by the way, thank you for the gifts, Gemma, and thank you for the gifts, Peekaboo, as well. Alphabet didn't realize that the money that you earn through social media still gets taxed by HMRC. And because Alphabet was earning quite a lot of money, like a lot of money in the thousands, you get taxed for that. And Alphabet didn't realize that. Thank you for the hidden eggs, Alex. You didn't realize that you get taxed for that.
Thanks for the gift.
Most of your council tax goes to care. Well, there you go. But yeah, they would also cover care as well. Thank you for the roses, peekaboo. So that's an interesting thing. So the tax man, both sides of things, council
Thanks for the
tax
gift.
and HMRC tax, they still go for somebody like Alphabet, and they you can end up in jail. You can end up in jail.
Thanks for the gift.
How come he is able to avoid the tax man? Where I live, you wouldn't be able
Thanks for
to
the
get
gift.
away with this. No, Nadja. So you wouldn't know. You wouldn't. So allegedly, I'm going to say allegedly, my motherfucking conspiracy is this. How Alphabet has managed to get away with this so thus far is Alphabet moves every couple of months, or was moving every couple of months. And not just moving down the street, they were moving to different areas. So that's probably how they were doing it. They said on Ibn Hari's podcast that they had a separate account for tax. This was a good 3 years ago. Yes, they did. Yeah, they had a different account for tax. But then recently, as of I think last year, they turned around and said that they were paying a tax bill. So all the lies, you don't. The thing with that is you don't know what's true and what isn't. So Alphabet says that they've got a tax bill, and I think someone said it, I think Alphabet said it was like 37 grand or something, but it doesn't matter. It's a national insurance number that tracks us. It does say in CERN, but if they are moving so much, the letters. Yeah, the thing is though that yes, it would accrue, but trying to track Alphabet down for it is difficult to do. Is what I was trying to get at. Because like they were moving so much that it was difficult to track them down. Oh yeah, they'll be able to find them. They'll be able to find them. Yeah, Haley, they'll be like, I know that. They'll be able to find them quick case. They'll be able to find Alphabet, absolutely be able to find them quickly. People have updated the authorities with their addresses. Yeah, they'll be able to find them so quickly. And it will catch up with them. No, I get where you're coming from, Satan's son. I'm not saying that they'll be able to... What I mean is, you know, you have things like the police and things like that. Yeah, even the alt names will be listed as well. But what I mean is, catching Alphabet, actually catching Alphabet is the difficult part. Not the tracking down all the bills and all that kind of stuff. That is fine. It's tracked through their national insurance number, yes. That's all fine. It's the actually catching Alphabet.
Thanks for the gift.
And the sending of the letters and the sending of the notices and things like that. That, and Alphabet ignores it anyway. You know, Alphabet will ignore it, and obviously it will accrue and get worse. But eventually, it would catch up to Alphabet, and I think it has. Honestly, I think it has. I think it has caught up with Alphabet. When I stopped work, I was crippled with payments, but I did it, and I never used the food bank. I get that, Nanny. Unfortunately, because paperwork takes time, and he has moved by then. Yeah. He probably could have avoided bills if included in the Airbnb, included the rent. Yeah, and I think that's how I think he's managed to get away with it thus far. But I think, can they go to prison like they would here in the US with not paying their taxes? Yes, eventually. Yeah, eventually. They don't pay it, yeah. But they can set up payment plans if they are on hard times, which Alphabet claims that they are. From what Alphabet has said, again, this is what Alphabet has said, so you would take this with a good pinch of salt. Alphabet's come and said that they've spoken to the tax man and they've used their mental health, and they are paying it. So, but again, take it with a pinch of salt because it's what Alphabet says. Unless someone knocks on their door and he opens it, that is the only way I see them paying you for it. I mean, yeah, that's the thing. I wish they would just get aggressive about tracking / bothering them. Now, yeah, I mean, eventually they probably will, but the thing is, though, is that if Alphabet is making payments, even if it's £1, they're not going to bother them. That's the thing here. Even if Alphabet's paying £1 for the rest of their life, they're not going to bother them. I hope they take the signed wicked hat away from me. Yeah. Did you see the Nanette Abyss situation? I did. That was one of the things that because I was gonna say that sort of like I did see that they went live this morning. However, I didn't see everything that happened this morning. I just watched a little bit of it, and I don't particularly want to sit there and go through the whole fucking live. Because, but we can, I did. So, do I have that? No, it's not in my reposts. Where the fuck is that? Where the fuck have I put that now? Oh, there it is. Wait, oh, you know what I fucking didn't do? I didn't get the video where the bus is. Oh, bollocks. I've got the aftermath of the bus situation, but I don't think I liked the actual... See, Alphabet and Annette are in the same category to me a bit. Yeah, I know, no, I know. Where is the fucking... Oh, no. Oh, fuck's sake. Is this what I'm looking for?
I am.
Yes. It is. Now, is that gonna go where I want it to go, or is it gonna be a dick? Hey.
I am a trap.
So, let's go to Annette. Right, I've got the bus situation. So, this is right. Quick recap. Annette is the name's Luna is the name of the account. Annette is the person who does the actual name of this lovely lady. Hi Faye. The Mickey Mouse ears are really, yeah, the Mickey Mouse ears. Annette has done a lot of shit, right? Now, this is a nuanced conversation. Emma. This is a nuanced conversation. There are elements to this where I will agree with Annette. I also agree with parents, because how Annette handled this is wild to me. And I think people were on Annette's side. Yeah, no, it is Simcroft, it is. Oh my god. On her live last night. I did not see that, Joe. Jimmy Summer would be forgiven by God. I did not see that, but that's fucking disgusting. The lady who had 3 children said that she folded her buggy down, but there was still no space. No, I did not see that. It's people like this I don't come on. It's realised I don't come on TikTok much. My blood pressure can't take it. I get that, Kaz. I'd have turned everyone off the bus if your children can't share no bus for anyone. So I can understand both sides of this argument. Okay, I can. But this is the video that sparked a lot of controversy.
I am bloody furious, and it's all down to Arriva buses again. Arriva.
So I'm guessing I nearly said Alphabet. I'm guessing Annette has had this problem with the buses before. Okay? Because she said Arriva buses again. So I'm guessing she's had this issue before.
Buses, you should be ashamed of yourselves.
So guys, I'm sitting waiting for the X2 bus that is right here. There are 2 pushchairs on the bus and the bus driver is not letting me on. This is not surprising from an Arriva bus driver. Yet again, awful bus service. So yes, there are 2 pushchairs on the bus. I'm not showing the pushchair people. I am deliberately making sure I don't. And the bus driver I am going to show because he's just been rude to me and told me he's not going to let me on the bus. So, yeah. I'm making sure I don't get other passengers in the video.
Okay. So here is where the bus driver does have to stick to the rules. If there's no room, then there's no room. I get that, Joe. But she did, though. There was a double buggy with sleeping infants and a newborn in a small pram. Right, here's where I can understand why Annette is talking about this. I think the way Annette, it's just, I think the clip beforehand, the way Annette has edited this, it makes it look like she's going back on the bus to have this altercation again. Yeah, I did see Carla Jane's video about this. Yeah, I did. So it's just crazy.
But here is the bus driver who is refusing to let me on the bus. He's told me he can't ask the pushchairs to be removed.
See, this is where the way I would have handled this was maybe not do this, because this is going to cause an altercation, which I think Annette wants that altercation. I understand why she's pissed off. I get it. And I understand why she's doing it. However, I don't think this was the correct way to deal with it, in my opinion. But I understand the premise. And I get the premise.
And folded down. And I can see there's plenty of space for pushchairs to be folded down. But he's refusing to do it. So he's giving me a ticket so that I can phone people.
I'm at Santander, yeah? I've got a double buggy on the bus, and in the double buggy there's 2 beds.
See, again, I've had to wait for the next bus loads of times and my kids was, yeah, I get that. There's being annoyed about it and there's causing a scene of posting it, which see, this is what I get why she's pissed off, but this does look like it's causing a scene. Different people deal with things differently, I guess.
Wheelchairs take priority, mate.
There's a lady that I've explained. There's a double buggy and a single buggy, and there's nowhere to fit them next to each other, and there's no space. And I can't ask the passengers that are already on the bus.
Wheelchairs take priority. I'm not asking people to get off. You just need to.
But you. Okay. Okay.
Push chairs down.
Yeah, she's in a powered chair, and I've explained to her, but she's making a video of me, and she said that she's going to report me. So I'm giving her a ticket.
No, he hasn't. He hasn't asked anybody to do anything. Wheelchairs take priority.
I understand that wheelchairs take priority. I get that.
He hasn't asked anybody to do anything.
As a newborn.
But it's in the wheelchair space.
So she's saying that she's gonna report me. So do I give her a ticket to report me? To find the
I'm telling you, mate, there is plenty of space, and he's not letting me on.
I've tried. There's nothing more I can do.
There is, because there's plenty of space. Pushchairs can be folded down. I'm not waiting for ages for another bus.
I can't have them together, and there's already one folding pushchair in the baggage part. So
Pushchairs can be folded down, mate.
okay, all right. Cheers. Oh boy.
Pushchairs can be folded
I'm
down.
sorry. There's not much more I can do.
So the bus driver was saying that he couldn't do
Yeah, she did edit this in the where that it was.
anymore because there was a small folded pushchair in the luggage rack. Multiple pushchairs fit in the luggage rack. The two young ladies who were on the bus, one with a double pushchair with toddlers in it and one with a newborn. The one with the toddlers could have folded the one down and sat the toddlers in chairs, so that the one with the newborn, which was a foldable pram, not a solid pram, but a foldable pram, that still could have gone in the pushchair space so that I could have gone in the wheelchair space. Still not happy. Here's the X1. Let's see if I get on that. I'm on the X1 and the driver was fantastic and we're on the way to Milton Keynes. See you later.
So she managed to get on the bus anyway. Okay. It is a complicated situation. I don't think she dealt with that in the correct way. I get her point. I do. So there was a pram folded on the rack. There was already a pram in the folded rack. You could have put more prams on there. I get it. She wanted to fold down the pram with the two toddlers in. Okay. And then the other one could have been folded down as well. Okay. There was a newborn in the other one. Okay. So that, on this one, so there was more than one bus she could take and didn't even have a long wait. No. No, she managed to get on the X1 anyway. So it was fine anyway. No, but the toddlers and babies can't be folded up. No, but the pram could have been. Did I say toddlers? Oops. She has NE. Puppy. She has NE. Did I really say that? Oops. No, you can't fold toddlers and babies up. But you can fold the prams up there. Haley. Moaning for moaning's sake. It happens. I get that, Kaz. Right, now, here's the thing. In this instance, this video, right? This video that was obviously edited and posted by Annette, I can understand her point. I can. I can also understand it from a parent's point of view. You know, they got on the bus, they paid for it. It's going to be difficult having to, I'm guessing toddlers wouldn't, two toddlers, having to get them out the pram and having to deal with them and getting a newborn out of a pram. It's going to be difficult because the newborn was the one in the wheelchair space. Getting the newborn out the pram It's going to be difficult. It's going to be a hassle. It's going to be awkward. And it's more difficult. I know he wouldn't have moved now. She says if she gets cross or upset, she starts with her fake stutter. Guess she forgot. Some prams are awkward to fold. Yeah, that's it, Coops. Was that condition named after her because she's all this and that? So, here's the thing. Let's be fair. That is true, Hayley. So, here's the thing. Some people with chairs take their entitlement too far. And I get that, Poppy. So, here's the thing. I can understand her point. Right? I can understand her point. Where she's saying wheelchair users take priority in a wheelchair space. Here's the key issue here. Here's the thing. It states wheelchair users take priority. It doesn't mean it's a given right. And now there is a law where wheelchair users, because of the Equality Act, wheelchair users. Hang on, my brain's frozen. There is a law where wheelchair users take priority. That's the law. Wheelchair users take priority. So, again, I can understand her point. I can understand her point, right? I understand her point. I understand what she's saying. She can walk, but she can't walk very far, from what I understand. She can walk, but she can't walk very, very far. And she was travelling to Disneyland by the looks of the fucking Disneyland fucking is. Well, she was travelling to Milton Keynes anyway. But she managed to get on a bus anyway. Someone in a wheelchair is not protected from the elements. Prams have covers, etc. Yeah, they do. She can walk when it says. I get that. But, I know, I get that. And this is where Annette doesn't realise that she's going to get the backlash because of what she's done. Oh, no, Disney is in 6 weeks' time for 9 days. Oh, baby. Okay. She's done herself no favours with this. No, Coops. And here's the issue. I saw this video, right? I saw this video first. Not on this channel, but I saw this video. And I was on her side. I was like, you know what? I'm on your side here. I can agree. Wheelchair users take priority. As a disabled person who has hidden disabilities, I don't use the wheelchair space. If it's fucking rammed, I do. Because standing up can be a bit of an issue when moving, and I've fucking fallen on my ass multiple times because my balance is fucking shit. When I was a wheelchair user, it is what it is. I know that's sin. But that's the thing, right? So I get where she was coming from. However, Annette got questioned. And then I came across something else. And this is where it all fell apart. Because Annette decided to respond. She always plays a victim initiative. The way she constantly draws attention to herself with props tells me she craves a lot of attention. Yeah, I get that as well. But yeah, I was on her side. And, again, it's the main conversation is a nuanced conversation. Because, again, I was more on her side, but I also agreed with the getting children out of prams can be difficult. And I was also on the parents' side as well. It's the problem with being a Libra. You fucking find balance with everything. If mothers want a space, Chain yourself to the damn bus. The disabled people do. Yeah. I would love a big brother with all these TikTokers. It would be incredible to see. It would. So, I've done it. Disabled mother of 2 disabled kids. So, the thing is, and she managed to get on the next bus anyway. This was the response later on when she got questioned about it. And this is where I lost the argument was then lost.
Don't think I'm more important than other people. No, I don't. I'm talking about disability equality.
Okay. Okay. But here's... Okay. Here's an argument for you, though, Annette. I'm also somebody that has a disability. A physical disability. Keloid scarring, where I'm in pain a lot. Right? That, you know. Okay? So, let's pick a scenario here. Let me paint a picture. Right? The bus is rammed, packed. This will never happen because I don't live in Annette's area. But I'm going to use it as a scenario. I can barely walk and fall often, but I move for wheelchair users. She's a pain though. I get that, Nanny. Right, here's the thing. Here's a scenario. Let's say the bus is rammed. There are people standing up and I'm sat in the wheelchair space. I'm sat in the wheelchair space and so is somebody else. And Annette is wanting to come on the bus. There are no other seats. There are people standing up. Disability equality. Mine are hidden disabilities because you can't see my keloid scarring unless I show you my keloid scarring. But I'm in pain 24/7. Getting up and getting jolted around causes me more pain. Who wins in that scenario? Do you, the wheelchair user, win in that scenario? Or do I win in that scenario? Because we both have disabilities. And that's what it will be. In that scenario, it's first come, first serve. Because we both have disabilities. But I know how that would play out. I mean, to be fair, I'm going to be honest here. I wouldn't be a dick. I'd suck it up and stand up. That's what I'd do. I just used it as a scenario. But I would stand up. I would get up. Even if it was Annette, I would get up. But I'm just using it as a scenario. That's the thing here. That's for Alex. But that's the thing. I would get up, but I'm just saying. Disability equality works both ways here. Because we're about to get into something that pissed a lot of people off. Could you argue a baby can't fend for itself? It also deserves the space as much as a wheelchair user. That's the reason why when we went over the video, Nyan Cat, I turned around and said that yes, I can agree on the parent side as well. As a reluctant wheelchair user, she is very entitled. I get that, BB, yeah. That's the reason why I turned around and said I gave you that scenario of I'm also somebody who has disabilities. Mine are hidden though. If the bus was packed and I was sat in the wheelchair space, getting up and being jolted around causes me a lot of pain, and Annette was coming on and demanding to use the wheelchair space, who would win in that scenario? Disability equality. The thing is, I would get up, but here's the thing, we both have disabilities.
Disability equality is very, very different from saying I'm being fussy or I'm trying to get my own way, things like that. No, I'm not. I'm trying to talk about what is the law for people with disabilities. Because if those of us with big voices don't stand up for what's right, what hope has anybody got? All those disabled people out there who would just bend over and just give way because they don't want to say something. Because
Oh, did she have a dog with her too? I didn't see the dog.
they feel too scared to say something. So I will stand up for all of us. The whole point, guys, of the video.
Did she? I didn't see it. But then again, I'm fucking blind.
At the very beginning, I didn't record. That recording starts after everybody else has got on the bus, so that I didn't get all the other passengers in the video. I can't read all the comments, guys. They're going way too fast. Pitta, I know you do, but you've got disabilities as well, Pitta. You know what it's like.
Okay.
There is a wheelchair bay on the bus.
Yes. There is. Yeah, the Mickey Mouse ears. That killed me off. I'm disabled, but I'm not gonna make a big. Wait, I'm not gonna make a big deal out of it. Yeah, I know. I agree. Wait, I agree with her because the space the buggies were in is this designated wheelchair space that has always been there. No, I get that. Like, I agreed with her to begin with. This, however, was not the way to go.
Wheelchair bay. Specifically designed with a wheelchair backrest. Specifically designed for wheelchairs to park in. That's it. Wheelchair bay. And there is a separate space for pushchairs.
Right. Okay. Here's where the argument does kind of fall apart. In the original video, Annette turned around and said that there was a pram with a newborn. There was a pushchair, double pushchair with two toddlers in. But there was also a folded down pushchair. Right? There was a folded down pushchair. So there was 3 different pushchairs in the original video. However, so there kind of been a lot of space.
Clearly marked on the floor of the buses in our local area is a wheelchair bay, pushchair bay. 2 separate sides of the bus.
You can't fold. She had an electric wheelchair. I don't think you can fold them up. I wonder if there were elderly people with walkers. She would have expected them to. Yes.
No, I'm on a wheelchair, not a mobility scooter. Very, very different things. Wheelchair, electric wheelchair is not a
Can you fold down electric wheelchairs? I don't know. You might be able to test that theory. Oh, no, you think, oh, okay.
Mobility scooter. I can't read all these comments, guys. They're so fast. Sorry, I literally can't read them. They're going so fast, I can't read them. I'm literally picking the odd comment out because they're just going so fast.
Okay, Miss Popular.
I understand. I'm noticing a couple of comments that say sen. Yes.
A mobility scooter and a wheelchair are different, surely. Yeah, I think they are, yeah. So now we're going to get into the Zen conversation. And this, she had me, right? I gave the scenario, but she had me, right? Right up until this point.
Not all children are sen.
Okay. Your point. People were giving you that as a scenario. But okay. I will let you fucking continue. This is the reason why I gave the scenario earlier. I will let you continue.
People can't use that argument for every single situation.
So you can't use ME for every single argument you use. Okay? Gonna piss me off.
As simple as. You can't use that argument for every single situation. Nobody said they were sen.
They fucking didn't have to. They didn't have to. Would you like the medical records? Would you like the medical records, love? As I say, she had me on her side until this.
Nobody said they were. I didn't even see the children. For all I... Okay, this is me exaggerating. I'm not saying this, okay? This is me exaggerating. For all I know, the push double buggy might have been empty. I didn't see any children because I couldn't get on the bus to see. Wheelchair space is a wheelchair space. A wheelchair space is not a pushchair space. I'm not allowed to park my wheelchair in the pushchair bay because the pushchair bay is not designed for pushchairs. Therefore, if there is already a wheelchair on the bus, I can't get on the bus. Okay? Because the wheelchair bay is the only place a wheelchair is allowed to go because it's designed for wheelchairs. Yes, a pushchair can be a wheelchair if the children are disabled. But they didn't tell me they were disabled. They didn't say that at all.
They don't have to. Oh my God. They don't have to.
A double buggy is highly unlikely, not impossible, but a double buggy is unlikely to have 2 disabled children in it.
Really? So this is where your education is fucking flawed. Because it could. You know. is unlikely to have 2 disabled children in it. You mean autism doesn't run in families? Oh, wait. But again, you don't know that, but they needed to give you your medical record, their medical records, their blood type, just because you couldn't use the wheelchair space. But you did manage to get on the next bus anyway.
Not impossible. I didn't say they weren't, but they didn't tell me they were. The mum certainly didn't. The mum got off and told me what she thought of me saying that they should fold it down with 2 toddlers in it. And I was trying to point out to her that a wheelchair bay is for wheelchairs.
Oh, but you didn't record that. You managed to record the bus driver in full view to get your fucking attention, but you didn't record the mother. Okay. Get some biopsy. So, she had me right up until that point. She had me right up until that point. She doesn't know that the children have disabilities. She doesn't know that. So here's the thing. So, okay. Picture this. The children are soundly... I get both sides. However, newborns would be safer in their pram, and some pushchairs don't fold. Yeah, she had me right. I do still see both points. However, imagine this: you have toddlers who are both autistic. They are both happy in the happy in their pushchair. Then what happens? You have to move and take them out of take them out the pushchair, or they're both asleep, which is very unlikely, but you know. And then meltdowns happen. Oh, right. So the child has to be in distress because Annette couldn't wait for the next bus. The awful one. As I say, I get her point. There's 2 sides to this debate, and it's unfairly stacked against wheelchair users because this is. I'm just waiting for your next rest of your comment, Angie. Always going to. I don't think it's stacked against wheelchair users. I think it's stacked against Annette because of how she's handled it. I was thrown off a bus due to my oldest being non-verbal and rocking. Yeah, Gemma, I get that. I don't think it's it feels like drama for the sake of drama. Yeah, Mezzer, it does. Hello, Trinity, by the way. Yeah, this is what I don't think it's wait, MG. There is 2 sides to the debate, Angie. There is 2 sides to the debate, and I don't think it's stacked against wheelchair users. I think it's stacked against people like Annette. That's where I think that discourse comes in, because people are discussing it. This debate's been going on for a while, and it's not just with Annette. This debate has been going on for quite a while. I've seen it around the wheelchair and pram debate. That's been going on for a while. But I think when you have people like Annette doing what they've done and how they've handled it afterwards is where the issue comes in. If it's a double buggy, even if one is disabled, you can't fold it down then. No. Buses don't really have places to stand in London downstairs apart from wheelchair space. I don't know how London buses are, but you can. It's just very fucking awkward. yeah, it's just very fucking awkward to stand on the bus. No one should be using the wheelchair space, and mothers should be told this before getting on the bus. The thing is, though, Angie, in that specific scenario, they were already on the bus. In that specific scenario, they were already on the bus. I'm a Miro chair user, and I would wait for the next bus. Oh, my ears ringing. But you need to accommodate prams or wheelchair or just standing. Yeah, UK TikTok. That's the reason I gave the scenario earlier of like, I've got hidden disabilities
Thanks for the gift.
and me being in pain. If the bus was packed and I was sat in the wheelchair space, if Annette came on, or Annette, said about, because Annette was using disability equality, well, we're both disabled. Mine's just hidden. Yes, I would get up because it's a polite thing to do, and I would, be jolting and being in pain, but deal with the situation up privately at first, then bring it to the app. We don't see the full narrative. I mean, we saw the video. Annette did play the video. Better get a lanyard. I mean, I do have one somewhere. I do have one somewhere. I had 3 children under 20 years ago and was asked to collapse my buggy and allowed the wheelchair on. Yeah. Some buggies don't. Some buggies can't be collapsed. I know most of them can these days, but some of them can't. Not all of them can, but a majority of them can, but not all. I have one for work and one for when I go into busy ass areas. Yeah. The lanyards are too easily available. I don't think they help. No, Nanny, they don't. But I've got one. I don't use it, but I've got one. Bassinet would take a lot of space. Wasn't for the first time I went on the tube 4 years ago. Stood casually and face planted the floor. Oh no, Rhiannon. Oh no. As I said, I don't think, when it comes to this discussion, I think it's the way in which Annette handled it. Because as I say, at the beginning, I was on her side. It's just the way in which she's gone about it. It's just, with some, it's easier to take apart a car than a buggy. Yeah. As I say, I think the way in which Annette's handled it is just, I was so embarrassed my daughter loved it. Of course. I think did she help you in the end though? You see, that's the thing. I would laugh but then help. It's hard to fold while holding a newborn. It can be, yeah. Trying to multitask, yeah, it can be. I did have one, but I found during COVID they were suddenly everywhere. Oh, eventually. My pram / buggy was also full of shopping bags as well as a shop. Yeah, they were, yeah. That's where you put all your shopping. Yeah, that's what somebody just put in the mail about shopping under it too. Yeah, you never know. Put a Mickey Mouse logo on the back of the bus and drag her behind it. Problem solved. The awful one, I swear to God. Where did we find the awful one? Where did you come from? I would love to know. Did you just come from the depths of hell? I'm not complaining. I'm just saying, did you come from the depths of hell? I'm bringing solutions to problems. I mean, yes. You're not wrong. I'm on a secondment from hell. Well, there you go. See, we did it. When getting off, how do you watch 2 kids hold a baby and fold a pushchair with 2 hands? Kaza, I think there were 2 different people. Let's be honest, she wanted them to get off the bus. I think she wanted She wanted one of them to fold the pram and move. I think that's what she wanted. Ironic Punishment Division. Oh, is that the division where you came from? Oh. You need to get that. You need to get that on a lanyard for your work permit. Well, we used to have to do it back in the day. Yeah, yeah. I don't think she's going to go on the roller coasters. I don't think she's going to go on the roller coasters. Is anyone old enough to remember Frank Spencer getting dragged by a bus on roller skates? I think I may have seen that. Yeah, I'm here to learn new ways to punish people for eternity. The awful one. Oh God! Wow. If moved the buggy out so they could get her in the buggy, prob would fit back in. Oh, maybe. Yeah, she chose. Her reasoning is to show disability discrimination. I think that was her motive for the video to begin with. I think that's what it is. I watched 3 under 10 and collapsed a buggy so a wheelchair user could get on the way. I know, Angie, you did say. How can she afford Disneyland? Her parents paid for it. That's what I heard. Her parents paid for it. I'm on a bus and the driver made the wrong turn. I'm still gonna get to where I'm going, but I can make a TikTok. Lost Munchkin. Yes, Jelly Baby. Yes, like I said, the bit afterwards where like basically she was trying to excuse it with the Zen and saying that they can't possibly have 2 disabled children, and it was the aftermath of that. I was like, why you're going down that? But yeah, she was correct to begin with. Yeah, but it was an attitude towards it. How old is she? Oh, I did know. Fuck. I used to cover her ages ago. I did know. Isn't she like in her 50s? Or I think Annette's 50, I think. Don't quote me on that. I mean, I'm slightly inconvenienced by 2 minutes. This is an absolute disgrace. 51. Oh, that's what she is. I thought she was in her 50s. No, doesn't the UK have a Paris now? Not fucking Paris. Have a Disneyland now as well? Like a Disney sort of place now? Or is she actually going to Paris? No. Which one? Oh, she's going to Paris. Oh, I didn't get open. Oh, Universal Studios in a few years' time. Oh, so she's going to Paris. Oh, okay. I thought I read that somewhere that like they're planning to open a. Big Tesco's is the closest we have to Disneyland now. Disneyland is very popular for adults now, it seems. Yeah, no, okay, yeah. I think it is. There are a lot of Disney people who like. There are a lot of adults, who like Disney. Yeah. So she's going on a cruise in November parking. How, girl? I think me and my partner are going to Wales in November. Or October, sorry. October. We're going to Wales in October. We have a trip every year. Me and my partner go away every year. We don't go to like abroad or anything, but I think her parents have a lot of money, the awful one. Chessington is getting a Minecraft area soon. Oh, wow. We in Wales, yeah. I don't know where we're going in Wales, but I have no holidays booked. This is a jib. I have no idea where. favorite princess. Like Disney princess. What's my favorite Disney princess? Oh, I think we're going to Rill. Actually, I think we did mention Rill. Guys, put down a £20 deposit, and you can November 29th on a cruise with that. No thanks. I think I'll pass. My favorite Disney princess. You live near Rill. I think we're going to Rill. I think that's where we decided. I think. But yeah. My favorite Disney princess. Oh. I know this. You will enjoy. Yeah, I know. We thought we'd go Wales this year. Ariel. I don't know. Now, see, this is where. Or top three. Oh, see, if we're going with Once Upon a Time, my favourite character, there has to be the evil queen. Going Disneyland Paris in July for my daughter's 21st. Oh, nice, Tracy, nice. But overall, Disney princess, oh God. I mean, don't get me wrong, I like Ariel. I don't know. Maleficent has amazing cheekbones. She does. See, I'm more of the villain kind of person. I like the villains, like Maleficent. I'm not much of the princess kind of person. I like Maleficent, the evil queen. Yeah, I'm more the villain kind of person. Scar was your favorite villain. Scar, yeah. Nah, Scar. I mean, don't get me. I think. Little Mermaid, my favorite. I was fuming when he destroyed the songs. Yeah, I know. Under the sea. That is the Little Mermaid, right? Ursula, poor unfortunate souls. Oh my God. Poor unfortunate soul. Yes, indeed. I love. Oh God, Alice. I didn't think. Oh yeah, Alice is a freaking princess, isn't she? Oh, Alice was a fucking acid trip. Fucking hell. Which I actually thought. Isn't that the dark side of Alice? Like. The actual story behind Alice is actually that she's fucking just on an acid trip. That's the real story. Alice is just on a fucking acid trip. Ursula would have been played by a drag queen. It would have slayed. Ursula, let me get this. Let me see if I can remember my facts correctly. Ursula is actually modelled after Divine. Yeah, Divine, that's her name. So, you're not wrong, Faye. She would have, if Ursula was played by a drag queen, she would have slayed. Because, yeah, she technically is. She's modelled after a drag queen. How do people feel about the new Harry Potter films? They look crap. I've seen the trailer because it came up on my TikTok feed. It looks shit. Oh yeah, it's a series, isn't it? It's not films, it's a series. I'm not paying too much attention, to be honest, but it's a series. I don't really care. Yeah, it's a TV series. It's not films. It's a TV series. Yeah, we know why she's doing it. We know exactly why the fuck she's doing it. Which, I'm like, okay, so I don't understand why they're making old franchises instead of making new ideas. Well, I know why J.K. Rowling's doing it. I'm far from interested after hearing the contracts JK made the kids sign. Yeah, I've seen the contracts. You know why she's doing it? So now, here's the thing. I read essays, scapegoat, JK roll up. Yeah, JK roll up. Here's the thing, right. So, I had a thought. This was last night. Okay. This is where my mind goes, because this is how you know that E isn't autistic at all. Because my mind goes to fucking the logic side of things. And I'm like, so somebody brought up, I think I saw it on TikTok. Do I have it now? That JK is donating about 30 million that she's going to be making off this franchise, of these new series, right? I think it's like 30 million or something like that, from the franchise, from the series, to anti-trans, anti-trans stuff, okay? Are you going to tell them about the Home Office social media? I will, yes, the other one. I will. Right, so she's going to be donating all the funds that she's made, all the royalties that she's going to be making, that goes towards anti-trans legislation, which... Can't the mole just kill her off already? Like, seriously. The sooner that woman fucking dies, the better. And I'm not sorry. I'm not fucking sorry. So my mind went to... So, she's going to be donating money towards this, right? But my mind went to... So, who's funding this series? Right? I'm like, J.K. Rowling's got to be funding this series, right? I'm like, she's got to be putting money into this series. She's got to be putting money into this TV series. Because fuck me, I don't know what investor's going to be fucking putting money into it, right? So my mind went to, she's putting money into the series. And I heard that this series is going to cost like 1 billion. Don't know whether that's actually true. But it's going to cost 1 billion. Overall. Oh, is that how that works? HBO are paying for it. She gets paid from royalties. It makes me think she wants to be the new Katie Hopkins. She was savage back in the day. I mean, she was. Oh, so yeah, but she's got to be putting money towards it somewhere. Oh, she doesn't fund anything. Oh, so my logic wasn't logicking then last night then. I don't think she's involved in the series as she was with the films. No, she is involved. No, she's involved. Oh, no, she doesn't pay a dime. Oh, my logic wasn't logicking then. Because I was like, if she's putting money into it, but then also getting royalties to pay for anti-trans legislation, isn't she losing money by doing that? Oh... So my logic wasn't logicking at like fucking 10:30 last night. Oh. So she has so much... She has so much money anyway. She does. But it's not about the money that she can use to fund gross laws. Yeah. Exactly. But it's not about the money. Okay. Here's the thing. People think it's... okay. Yes, it is about making money. They really are, Sim. It's not about the money. Yes, it's about sending a message. The message, because Daniel Radcliffe, Emma Watson, and Rupert Grint, the original trio, who they got really famous from the original Harry Potter films, and they are the faces of the original Harry Potter, and everybody associates those three with the Harry Potter films. What J.K. Rowling is trying to do is set up these new kids and send a message to the original trio, because the original trio said, fuck you, J.K. Rowling, and said, no, we're not going to be associated anymore. That's the message that J.K. Rowling is trying to send. She's trying to send a message to not just the original trio, but to everyone who supported Harry Potter. She's in control of the IP and she's in control of the series. That is the message that she is trying to send. Yeah, I know, Faye, I know. So the thing is, right, and I have seen some discourse, and this is wild to me. Some people hold J.K. Rowling. Yeah, it's Star Wars with shifty lightsabers. Some people hold J.K. Rowling as the martyr for women's rights. No, she fucking isn't. I need people to wake up and smell the coffee with that one. No, she fucking isn't. Because where is she with DV survivors? Where is she with sexual assault survivors? Nowhere. Nowhere. Doesn't talk about it. Doesn't donate to any of those funds. Nope. The only time J.K. Rowling opens a trap is when it comes to trans rights. I said that so sarcastically. I didn't mean to. That's the only time she ever speaks about it. When it's defending women against trans women, that's the only time she ever talks. Any other time she's silent. She's silent about sex trafficking. She's silent about SA. She's silent about DV. She's silent about all the men that harm women. In fact, she's fucking drinking with them. But nah. Of course, she's defending women. No, she fucking isn't. She's attacking trans women and using women and using the label of defending women. That's what she's doing. Right under a male name, smokes cigars, drinks port and pints. Yeah. Why can't they just leave it alone? HP series is supposed to be dark. Yeah, no, it looks shit to be honest. But yeah. She's silent about it all. But she's defending women and she's defending women and girls. Bullshit, is she? Yeah, Jinx Monsoon did read her. That was fucking hilarious. So I need to look for the awful one because the awful one brought something up. Rude. You rang? I did. I'm going to be playing one of your videos. Where the fuck is it? Have you removed it? Oh, it was on your stories. Bollocks. It was on your stories. Hang on. 2 seconds. I did take a screenshot. Because I can't read the stories very well. 2 seconds. Yeah, it's on the story, which if you give me 2 seconds, I can get that up. Because Josh, you took a screenshot. When this decides to load. So this was taken from the awful one. It's good news. Right. I need to do something. Fucking move. Right. I need that one, and then I need. You know, technology can go. No, yeah, that's the one I wanted. You know, whoa, that's fucking huge. That's what he said. Do you fucking mind? So this was on the Awful Ones page. For fuck's sake, that's still too big. Fucking rude. Alright, so. 2 seconds, you're quicker than Jesus. I know, right? So. But you zoomed in at what? Oh, I know. I did zoom in. So we're gonna read it one by one. We're gonna be reading it one by one. I'm blind, leave me alone. Home Office. Police will no longer be wasted. Sorry. Police will no longer be wasted investigated. Parking. This is verified from their official account. I don't use Twitter, so. But yes. Police time will no longer be wasted investigating legal social media posts, freeing up officers to patrol the streets and tackle real crime. By scrapping non-crime hate incidents, we are balancing the protection of vulnerable communities while respecting free speech. Hey TT, over recent years, thank you TT, over recent years guidance has failed to keep pace with the digital age and has led to officers being called out to people's homes over insults and routine arguments. New measures announced today will introduce a new system that will prevent police from recording lawful free speech. Forces will continue to ensure that reports from the police, which may lead to genuine harm, get the right response. Oh dear. Oh dearie, dearie me. Oh dear. So, that is interesting. So, yes, Kaza, that's a yes. Yes. Thank you for the rainbow TT. That is interesting because obviously it won't just affect Alphabet. Yeah, no cases for E then. No, yeah, nope. Alphabet can't. And you know what's absolutely fucking hilarious? Thank you, SDW, for the Go Popular. You know what's absolutely fucking hilarious? Alphabet's been screaming, I've got a police case. I've got a police investigation. No, you fucking don't. No, you don't. At the same time as Alphabet's saying, I'm going to the police. I'm calling the police on everyone. The Home Office released this. Release that. I hope they do take Dean's case seriously. Yeah, though I do, because that one will be taken seriously. But yeah, I'm guessing Alphabet. I guess it's not going to work out for you. So fascinating stuff.
Thanks for the gift.
Thank you, SDW. Fascinating stuff. Yeah, I know. So Dean's one is linked to actual crimes E has done. So I think it will be processed. I mean, just Dean's not the only one that's done it, but you know, I do think that it will take time for that processing because there's a lot of crime. There's a lot of crimes going out here, but you know, I do think that the Home Office releasing that, Alphabet's threat with legal action, is just ridiculous. And a lot of Alphabet's legal things that they're saying would be done in civil court, not criminal court. So, that's interesting. Which you have to pay for those criminal courts anyway. So, what's your question, Dorothy? From the USA. Plus courts don't care that much if it's just TikTok drama and there's no actual content. Yeah, I know, Emily. Yeah, that's the thing. If it's just TikTok drama, they don't really care. When it becomes harmful is when they'll care. What have I missed? This sounds exciting. No, the Home Office released a statement saying that they are basically police time will no longer be wasted investigating legal social media posts. Interesting. Over here, we run from even interacting with police. LOL. Seems over there they call for everything. Depends, yeah. It depends on who the person is, but yeah. A lot of people do call the police over the most frivolous fucking things. It becomes harmful with actual incidents for violence. Yes, that's when it becomes Gales, good. It's pathetic. Grown adults going to the police over TikTok people. Yeah, I know. I'm just like, eh. I just come on and cause shit. No. I come on and call out the misinformation, call out the fucking shit, but that's what I do. None of the content about E incites violence. I mean, I've threatened them. Does that count? I threatened to go knock them out. Would I actually do it? No. Everyone is so desperate to take down EOD, they run to the police or for a crime reference number. I mean, you're not wrong, Kazak. Wait, I'm confused. You mean E runs to the police or other people run to the police to get a crime reference number? So he can cry into the soggy bonnet. Filtered comments on your posts? Damn. I don't check my filtered comments. I really should. But I never can be asked. Oh, yeah, no. I know Jojo said she'd been to the police. I know Stormy said she has a police case. Dean has actually shown that he has. Which, see, this is where he has done some criminal things. And he has gone to the police. Yeah, he says they've gone to the police. I don't believe he has. I don't believe he has. They have been told this, but nothing happens. Yeah, I know. But wait. Yes, we don't go to police over TikTok here. The police will say get up or don't call. Yeah, the police do say that. But it becomes, people just don't listen to it. Dean commented something. Nothing is happened, hasn't it? I don't know. Maybe. I think people have said that, but I think I went through one of his videos. Yeah, I think they can't really pursue anything further. I don't know. He has not been to the police. He knows the police will look into them as well. The thing is with the police, I've always turned around and said that a lot of the harm that Alphabet does is on social media. You know, do I think that things could go further? Yeah, sure. But a lot of the harm that Alphabet does is on social media. Yes, they don't put 18 plus on. Yes, it has been found out that they, have spoken to minors, and minors gift them, and that's a grey area. A lot of grey area. And they do cause harm to the communities. and all the shit that they've done, all the rug taking, all the shit that they've done. It would be it's a long police investigation, and it's a big police investigation. It would take ages. And it's not that the police don't care. It's just the fact of like, I believe that the police watch, don't get me wrong, I think the police do watch E, and not just E. Kaza mentioned Delusive Angie. I think the police do watch and monitor. I'm gonna say this. Unless violence happens, nothing's gonna get done. Nothing. Absolutely nothing. Yeah, exactly. Their hands are tied with what they can do. Unless violence happens or something very serious. And here's the thing. Yes, could he be done by the tax man? Sure. Could he be done by the scamming? Sure. Yeah, they can be done for that. And, you know, if it's found out and reported, yes. But again, yeah, I really don't see how Marge or E or D and G, their content is all against every guideline. It is against every single guideline. However, we know that a lot of these platforms don't enforce their guidelines with the people that are causing the most drama. They never do. We have to follow the guidelines, but they never do. But again, as I said, could the police be monitoring it? I think so. But unless something serious happens, they're not going to do anything. You know? And he's not calling the police on anyone either. They're not calling the police on anyone either. They keep on saying it, but it's going to take a long... Here's the thing. He's going to be here for a while. They've been doing it for 6 years. They're going to continue to do it. And people are still going to call them out. Every single time. But yeah, the Home Office was an interesting one. I don't know. It's sad if you look at how they fails that girl in Japan. I have not seen that Scarlet Thorn. I mean, TikTok as an app has failed a lot of people. Has failed so many. But TikTok's not the only app. YouTube's failed a lot of people as well. Like social media has failed a lot of people. And laws and things like that have not caught up yet. They've not caught up yet. You know? But yeah, that Home Office thing was interesting. I've been live for almost 4 hours. I'm hungry. I want coffee. There was a stabbing in Japan, and the police didn't help her with her stalker. It's freaking so disgusting out here. There are actual yeah. That's it, isn't it? The police don't do anything until the situation has gotten to that point, and that's just one situation. But yeah, I've been live almost 4 hours. I'm gonna get out of here. The world is such a scary place. It is. But yes, I'm gonna get out of here. Police didn't even yeah, I know, Alex. But yeah, I'm gonna get out of here. I am right. If you're going to cause chaos, remember to not get caught. And if you do get caught, film it so we can react to it. Okay? Yeah, frame someone. That's it. Frame somebody else. But remember to record it. Okay? I'm sending bear hugs to everyone. And I will catch you all later. Goodbye, everybody.